Buddies, good news. Ron and Fez are here, buddies. Buddies. So, Ron Bennington and Fez Watley. I'm Ron. Here's my partner, Fez, and he wants to sing and dance for you tonight, folks. Hiya! Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Fez wants you to forget about your troubles for just a little while. Big Super Bowl weekend, Fezzy. We got to give all our props. Dan from Hoboken, the only one of us to pick the big upset.
Taking the Patriots, he wins.
And not only does he win the Super Bowl, Fezzy, wins the season.
That's right. Comes in the best bet competition as the best bet champion.
There he is. It goes from having Al Duke scare him with gay jokes to basically winning the entire season by picking the big upset.
It really is the glory and the agony, isn't it? The thrill of victory, the agony of defeat.
Of the fag.
The agony of having a man call and leave gay messages on your voicemail.
All right, so football out of the way, Fez. You had to like the game. You had to be happy with it. A lot of big commercials.
Right.
USA Today, we always check to see what was the number one commercial. I think I kind of disagreed with it. What did they pick as number one?
They went with the Bud Light Romantic Evening and the satin sheets.
Now, I remember that, and I remember getting a laugh. I just didn't think it was the very best.
Right, she had the satin sheets on, and the guy went running upstairs because she had Bud Light.
Yeah.
And he slid right across the sheets and out the window.
He did the Billy Gunn slide, as Billy Gunn used to run and dive into the ring.
And fall out the other side, and we all laughed.
My favorite probably was, I think a tie between the Falcon, which I thought was very funny.
I like that one a lot.
And Hank Aaron doing kind of the voice from God, telling Barry Bonds to quit.
Right.
I was right at the beginning of the Super Bowl. And the reason why I like that, Hank Aaron never seems to be a joking guy. He's always portrayed as almost a bitter guy.
Right. We always have to hear about the death threats while he was going after Babe Ruth's record.
Well, you got it. The important thing is you got it.
And you're alive. All right. Nobody was serious, Hank Aaron.
Don't act like the rest of us don't get death threats from time to time. We do.
So, according to USA Today's ad meter, the Hank Aaron came in fourth behind 3 Bud Light commercials.
All right, well, so Bud Light, the big winner.
Right.
And by far, other than that, what was the one thing that ran on the ads I couldn't even understand? M something?
M Life. What is an M Life? I have no idea what in the hell they're talking about.
For $14, $18 million, whatever they spent, you still don't know what their product is.
Bunch of little mini commercials. And I have no idea what they're selling.
Yeah, how many did Bud Light actually get, or Budweiser? They must have had 15 commercials, it seemed like.
Yeah, let's see. They got 5 in the top 10.
So they got to be happy.
Yeah. It looks like they ran probably about 8 different spots.
The Pepsi commercials, Fezzy, did nothing for me.
The Britney Spears?
Yeah.
Ba, 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 ba.
We told them last week what was the problem with that. You couldn't even remember the commercials she was doing.
You're trying to be nostalgic with something that nobody remembers.
Yeah.
So it's always hard to bring in the nostalgia feeling.
So anyway, Fez always likes to keep a list of the commercials at our parties, and I know on the instant feedback it says M Life is an AT&T wireless service. Of what? I never even picked up a phone thing from that at all. I thought it was like maybe insurance or...
I thought the M was mutual funds. I had no idea.
So how does M Life pop into that?
Then it's from AT&T. And then you'd have one kid going, all the other kids at school have an M Life. No, they don't. And that would be the end of the commercial.
I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Hey, Sean, you're on the Ron and Fez show. What's up, buddy?
Hey, Sean.
Hey, guys, what was the deal with the damn horses kneeling across from the World Trade Center?
I think that was supposed to be nice.
Right.
I don't know. It was borderline sentimental, but it really came across gay.
Those Clydesdales are always taking off.
The problem with
without
that...
permission.
It had too much of a... What if Clydesdale somehow took over the planet and then felt bad about terrorist attacks?
Right. I saw Mark Wahlberg. He was the one actually leading the Clydesdales. You're right.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Not a human in the commercial. Just horses roaming New York City.
It's very scary.
I was frightened. Scared the hell out of me.
I've never even been comfortable around a Clydesdale anyway. And it's not because they're big, it's their hair's too long.
Oh,
I don't like a horse with shaggy hair.
Shaggy hair, a lot of shaggy hair right around the big, gigantic hooves.
See you guys.
Thanks, Sean.
See you later, man. All right, so yeah, that one definitely a flop.
Yeah, that came in number 11. Clydesdales pay respects to September 11th victims.
All right.
And they just bowed their heads because they're sad horses.
Elliot, you're on Run of Fez.
Elliot.
Hey, buddy.
3264 checking in.
All right, that's his big-ass card number.
Yeah, that's me. Listen, I thought the Rudy Giuliani was really touching.
Well, I thought it was nice. Monster.com gave him kind of that thing just to throw it out there. One more Rudy. And it wasn't funny. That's always the problem. I'd like to have a funny one there. But it was nice. Where did it finish, Fez?
18th in the ad meter.
The rat one sucks.
The dead rats?
Yeah,
I hate anything with that truth in advertising thing. And I don't buy that garbage for 1 second, those spots. Because, the cigarette companies are putting those on.
Right, that's part of their penance. That's part of their fine. They have to give that money to make commercials. So what they do is they find the geekiest possible commercials so that you don't want to be like the truth kids and smoke.
All right, thanks a lot, Elliot.
I'm going to go have a cigarette and listen to myself.
Okay, quickly.
Enjoy.
Where did that one finish, Fezzy? The truth.
Let's see, the truth one. Let's see. Philip Morris. That was down there. That was.
Yeah. They always blow.
I think it was. Wow. I think it was like 20th or 22nd.
How many are altogether on this list of yours, Fez?
It's huge.
Yeah.
They don't actually have them numbered.
But they're.
But there's a good sized list there.
All right, Ivan, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Looks like we watched like 50 commercials.
Oh, number 1351. I'm proud of it.
Yeah.
All right, the best commercial definitely has to be the life-size Danny DeVito in the Iced Tea commercial.
That one weirded me out a little bit. I wasn't.
Now puppets have taken over.
Yeah, I don't like the attacking puppets, and Danny DeVito looked way too frightening, like a nightmare.
I did have nightmares last night. I had Danny DeVito under the covers. Scared the hell out of me.
To me, Danny DeVito looked like he should have been coaching the Rams. He was so freaked out.
And that was the life-size...
Danny DeVito. That was the life-size Danny DeVito. Where did that finish, Fez?
Danny DeVito, Lipton Brisk, came in 6th.
I will say this.
Nice.
That Brisk is a damn good drink. You really can't kill them as you're walking down the street.
That's Brisk, baby.
I'll buy a Brisk sometimes in the summer. Just bang that son of a bitch. All right, thanks a lot. All right, so that one did better than I thought it would have done, Fuzzy, because for me, it got a little scary. I think if I was a little kid, I'd really be afraid.
It was a lot to watch. You couldn't tell who all the little Brisk puppets were supposed to be, and they kept bringing in Rocky's trainer, Mickey, to run in the scene and out again.
Hey, Brandon, you're on Ironic Fez.
Hi, Brandon.
How you doing, guys?
Cool.
I just want to talk about Britney Spears and how terrible her commercial was, even though she's totally hot.
She is totally hot. I do kind of blame the fact that commercial and Pepsi themselves for not realizing that all those songs don't have the history that they act like it has.
Exactly.
You know?
Yep.
We brought that up last week, and we were right about it, Fez.
The only thing I remember was the Robert Palmer song.
Yeah, everything was disappointing, though. She looked good, but I don't know. It was just really stupid. Bad idea. Thanks, guys.
See you later.
See you.
And then I always get disappointed when they shoot their load in the first spot that you see, and then you just see versions of that same spot the rest of the night.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
I mean, I understand it's expensive, and you're going to get everything you can out of it, but I don't know. When you see it the rest of the night, it's never as good as when it was the first time.
Right.
And then you're just seeing pieces.
Bud is kind of smart to send a lot of things out there.
Right.
A lot of things from the really funny to the really hokey, and hope that you hit something. You know, they hit a lot of them this year.
And it'll click.
Yeah. But, you know, if all they would have had was the stupid horses down on their knees, we'd all be hating them today. But now we're figuring, okay, they struck out, but they also...
they gave us a funny falcon.
Right, they had a couple dingers out there as well. You can put up with it.
877-692-1027.
Here's Tommy. Tommy, you're on Run and Fez.
What's going on?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
All right, 2770 here.
Yeah.
Enough with the commercials. Did you guys see the Playmate thing, Fear Factor?
No, I watched the U2 thing. I didn't watch the... I don't like
it
the...
was on again after the game, and that's when it really got good, because that's when they had the broads in their bikinis.
Oh, see, I missed that.
Okay, yeah. On after the Super Bowl?
Oh, yeah. Definitely great spanking material there.
We'll have to see who did well there. All right, what was your favorite commercial, though, Tommy?
I thought I thought the Budweiser was a classy one with the horses kneeling in tribute.
Did they kneel in tribute, or were they just weirded out? I don't know.
Or were they preparing to take over the city?
I don't like anything.
They might have been preparing to take it up, where, but...
Anything where animals look like they're smarter than they are always weirds me out. I don't know why.
Funniest had to be the Lipton where they were beating up on Al Roker, though.
Yeah, here was the thing, though. My problem with that was, why's the weatherman there?
Yeah, we're down to one reporter, and it's the weatherman from the Today Show.
All right, Hot Liz wants to tell us about the Bud commercial, Fezzy. How you doing, Liz? What's up, baby?
Hey, Hot Liz.
Hey, guys. I read today, actually. I didn't realize at the time, but I read today that the horses are supposed to be genuflecting in respect.
Well, I know that they were sad and all.
But, go Pats!
Oh, yeah. Go Pats! I bet your man was happy, huh?
He was. I was as far away from the city as I could be, though. I didn't want to be anywhere near there just in case they lost.
Yeah, well, we all expected it. All right, everybody...
But can I say one thing about another commercial real fast? So by smoking pot, I'm supporting terrorism now?
I hated that commercial. Thank you very much. To me, that was my worst commercial of the day.
My friend and I are sitting there smoking a doobie, watching the game, and we just both look at the joint and are like...
And, notice this. They go out of the way to show our tunnel. Like terrorists are heading here because someone brought some dope.
Because Hot Liz smokes pot, terrorists are coming to Manhattan again.
Thanks, Liz. Way to go.
Sorry, guys. It's all my fault.
And the reality here, and everybody can realize this, is that the terrorists don't get their money from drug cartels. They're getting them from oil companies. So every time you buy gas, you're supporting them. Every time we buy another barrel of oil from Saudi Arabia, they're picking up another bomb or a gun. Bastards. All right, Liz, thanks, honey.
Fault.
You keep on smoking pot, baby.
I love you guys.
All right, bye-bye.
Take care.
Hey, John. John, you're on the Ron and Fez program. How you doing, pal?
Hey, John.
Hey, guys. How you doing? 78 checking in.
What can we do for you tonight, buddy?
Oh, sorry. Super Bowl funny or not. Everybody freaked out when during the YouTube halftime show when they pulled down the black screen that the names were scrolling by on.
Yeah.
Everybody just kind of stopped and looked and said, didn't that look like the tower falling down?
When it fell? I don't know what that was supposed to mean. Apparently, U2's been playing, touring with this thing for a long time. Do you think that's what it meant, Fez? Like that was a tower coming down there at the end? Or?
I never took it that way.
Yeah.
I just thought it was, we got to get rid of...
I don't think they realized it, but that's what everybody, saw it as. That's where I was at anyway.
No, you put it that way, I guess. But I just thought it was, we got to get rid of the screen fast, The game's going to start again.
I don't know how they do it in their tour. I know people have told me they've seen that last tour where they did everything with that, was showing the names up there. It was actually, I thought, pretty, out of halftime shows, it was probably the best I've seen.
That was really, really good.
I could have used another song or two.
I thought they were going to do another one.
So they, did two, right?
Yeah.
Well, with whatever little weird song that they just make up on the spot. They can't just start their songs normally. Seth, you're on Ron and Fez. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Seth.
What's going on, boys? I just pretty much was going to say how great was the U2 show compared to the other, pre-made, rehearsed awful shows in the past.
The Aerosmith, Britney Spears in sync.
Well, see, it helped that it was just their band doing their stuff.
Yeah. And another thing, they didn't, supposedly they didn't get through all the names. They stopped at, C, because they ran out of time.
It's amazing. I mean, that whole thing to see the actual names popping up there is a, amazing thing. Do you think that they did too much stuff about September 11th, Fez? Was there too much stuff throughout, like the pregame and halftime show?
Oh, no, no. That's the place to showcase it. Yeah.
I saw Rory nodding his head. Rory, how did you take it?
I got kind of upset in the beginning of the game. We were all, getting ready for the big game and stuff, and all of a sudden they're showing the World Trade Center's falling. And I'm like, it's supposed to be a happy day. You know, so you're not supposed to get all upset and stuff again.
Here's what disappointed me. I thought all the presidents were showing up together.
That would have been cool.
Not some kind of film strip thing about Abraham Lincoln. You know, I didn't get that gimmick at all. I mean, if it's about, you know, what we're doing now or what we should be doing now, can any of you guys write something nice that can help us get along here?
I guess Nancy Reagan's not going to work live. She seems like she's a 20-take person.
Here's Rich. Rich, you're on Ron and Fez. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Rich.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah.
Yo, what you guys think of the Kevin Bacon commercial?
I remember actually getting bored during it. I don't even remember what it was about. What was he pushing?
He didn't have his ID or whatever for his visa, for his check card or whatever. He wanted to write a check and he needed ID. So he went and found 6 different people that know him indirectly. He played 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon with himself.
Right.
All right, now I get it.
I know. They didn't pull it off that way. You had to go, oh, yeah, 6 degrees. That came in 18th.
Now, wouldn't it have been funnier? Here's what would have been funnier. To have, like, a normal person, and at the end, they bring Kevin Bacon.
Oh, there you go.
Why can't they please check in with us on this stuff? Hey, Jimmy, you're on Ron and Fez.
What's up, boy? 6894.
All right, my buddy.
Yeah, what about Mariah Carey? If they can't sing the song, why even lip sync it?
Was she lip syncing, Fez?
Oh, without a doubt.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't notice.
Now, you know, the famous one that Whitney did years ago apparently was lip sync.
All right, boys.
Sit.
This isn't our national anthem.
It's not? I wish you would have sang this as the national anthem.
And now to sing our national anthem that she wrote. Mariah Carey. Nutsy held it together. I was waiting to see her freak out. Just go running out of the Superdome screaming.
I'll tell you this, she also looked very hot. I don't remember ever looking that good.
She looked good, she looked rested, but what if it all got to her? And while the Superdome is dark, you know, they had it darkened so everyone could have their glow lights, their red, white, blue glow lights. And she just started running into stuff on her way out of the building. Tripped over someone's float or something.
I wish she would have just pulled her clothes off like crazy people are apt to do. I was just running across like the Rams bench, jabbing a knife out of people. Not actually stabbing them, but you know how crazy people always jab and bring it in real fast?
She's just holding Lovey Smith at bay. Back off, Lovey.
Nathan, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello, Nathan.
Hello.
Yeah.
13809. Checking in.
All right, buddy.
I wanted to talk about the little pageant that went on before the Super Bowl with Ben Franklin and John Hancock.
That looked retarded.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can use the term donkey dick, but I can't think of anything that makes more sense than that phrase. That was awful, Fez.
Did you happen to notice that one of them actually said huzzah?
Yeah, at the end, they all cheered huzzah.
What did it even mean?
I don't know.
What the hell's going on?
That pretty much was the funniest part of the game for me.
I thought if they were going to do that bit, they should have used the NFL Fox guys. JB, Terry, Howie, and Chris.
All right, here, thank you very much, Fezzy.
JB is Ben Franklin.
The most uncomfortable thing, I thought the most uncomfortable thing is Paul McCartney singing that stupid Freedom song that's not getting over again. But what got worse, Paul McCartney and Terry Bradshaw sitting side by side.
Oh, God.
Where Terry Bradshaw and him started to sing together.
It was so creepy. All right, we got some of this when Paul McCartney sits down at halftime.
And, folks, I know that we're on the verge of what could be one of the biggest upsets in Super Bowl history, but
we have to hear the whole thing?
Needs absolutely no introduction.
2.5 minutes we're never going to do.
I'm listening to you, too. I got to ask you about the emotional halftime performance of U2.
It's great. Fantastic. All the names. Love it. Good Irish boys.
And how come you're stuck?
What you understand about American football is centered around this guy?
Yeah, I used to watch this man. When
did we get to the singing? Coming right up?
Oh, you were great, man. With the Steelers, I used to watch him.
Thank you.
Love it.
Mr. McCoy, I appreciate it.
No, I love it.
Paul, let me ask you this. What's in store for you? What's coming up? New CD, new tour?
Yeah, around America in April. Going to come from the West Coast to the East Coast. and many places in between. Gonna rock around America.
And this guy can rock. You know, I grew up with the Beatles. I wish I could grow the hair. I remember all of that, but there's one song, and it kind of really goes. It's been a hard day's night.
Come on.
I should be working like a dog.
I've seen it all.
It's been a hard day's night. I should be sleeping like a dog. But when I
knew this man when he had hair.
Oh, God. That was the two stupidest men in the world.
Going
Paul
at
McCartney and Terry Bradshaw. At one time, they both were at the head of their game. Terry Bradshaw didn't even learn the lyrics.
I should be working like a log. I should be sleeping like a dog.
Then at the end, he just screams out, I just sang with the Beatles. No, you didn't. You sang with Paul. Yeah, two of them are dead.
In that tape, we hear him say, I grew up with the Beatles. Where, Liverpool, Louisiana?
Right.
Where'd you grow up? Jeez.
Bradshaw started singing the song, and then he's looking at McCartney for the rest of the words. At least know the whole song.
Yeah, he's such a fan. He can't do 2 lines a Hard Day's Night.
I thought he was country anyway. I thought that was his whole bit. I thought he did country albums.
Oh, God. Then, eventually, it kept going on and on. Paul McCartney was the only one who wanted to talk football at that point. Paul McCartney trying to bring it back to the game. As a Patriot.
Hey, Steve. Steve, you're on Ron and Fez. How you doing,
Steve.
buddy?
Hello.
What's up, Stevie?
Yeah, you know what really bothered me last night was every time they went to Kandahar, the troops had no idea that the cameras were on.
I know, there was supposed to be some guy, like, running the show there. I don't know who that was.
Yeah, I guess it's, on the other side of the world, and it's a tough thing to pull off.
Well, you think somebody could cue them. Okay, the camera's coming on now,
Yeah, it seemed like anybody with a cell phone would have been able to pull this off. I don't... all right, thanks. Yeah, that was kind of sad because a lot of those guys had signs for their moms and stuff, and they never got to do them.
Yeah, and they were sitting there holding their signs with the not to the camera, and then they'd have to go to commercials, and you never get to see the sign.
Hey, Kenny, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Hey, Kenny.
Getting back to the national anthem, every one is always recorded, every single one, because they have to meet the time restrictions to get the thing going on the right time.
All right, I got no problem with that, but here's what happens. They should just sit there and play the CD, and then that person should sit in a chair next to it and just listen with the rest of us.
Maybe that person could push the play button.
Right, and then they look up and they, at the end we went, wow, you really recorded a nice song, thank you.
Well, that could work too, but, you got to see Mariah Carey mess up, and it's a little funny too,
I don't know if we need people messing up during our national anthem. It just never pulls off.
Oh, she'll mess up again. Don't worry, Kenny. They'll lock her up again before it's over.
And, U2, they're doing their stuff live.
Right.
It doesn't make sense that we got to worry about time constraints. And 3 minutes, 15 seconds, whatever it is, start it, end it.
There's the national anthem. You realize how long it is. They've been doing it forever.
And suppose she goes over. Why would they care? The game could go a little longer. They're ready. They're able to improvise.
Summerall will just start talking if she's not done with that anthem at a certain second.
Jay, you're on Manifest.
Hey, Jay.
Yeah.
I was reading in the newspaper today about the Budweiser commercial with the horses.
Yeah.
And everyone was saying, well, the horses were kneeling at the Statue of Liberty, but...
No, they weren't kneeling. I thought that they were upset that the towers were going. I thought that was a bit.
That's exactly what they were doing. As height as I was, I could tell that's what they were doing.
Why did you take it, Fez?
I thought they were bowing at where the towers were.
Yeah, I thought it was like, we had to show up and see this for ourselves, and now we feel bad.
Right.
That's why
all the papers were saying it was the Statue of Liberty, big dumb A's outside in the New York, New Jersey.
I didn't pick that up. All right, thanks, man.
Thanks.
And then they looked up, and the Statue of Liberty was a horse.
Fezzy, look who it is. It's our buddy, the Heckler.
Heckler.
How you doing, Heck?
Wow, who saw that game coming, huh?
Dan.
Only Dan from Hoboken.
Yeah, I got to give Dan his props. Congratulations, Dan. It's killing me right now to say that, but he knows his stuff. He's a good football fan, and
if we would have even taken out the college games, he would have destroyed us all season long.
Well, he had that one lucky day when he caught up, but I got to give him credit. He does know the game, and we've talked about it online, and I kind of went against my own philosophy. I believe in defense, and
none of us saw this going. Me, you, and Fez didn't even think it was going to be a game.
I basically had the same feeling, and I just thought that this was probably the best coach game in history. Belichick didn't have the great players. He didn't have the superstars, and he just had a perfect game plan. And the field goal, it was pretty much a boring game. It was close, I guess. But
well, the last few minutes was exciting.
The
what more
fourth
do you
quarter
want?
was incredible.
Yeah,
I thought the Rams were going to run away with it.
Yeah. What more do you want than a big finish? That was exciting.
Well, we did all right with the best bets this year. I mean, some guys, some experts in the newspapers do a lot worse. At least we finished over 500 or close to it.
Nice.
But it was a lot of fun with you guys. I really want to thank you, and it was a lot of fun, and I had a great time. And, next time I'll just flip a coin because I think we can probably get more success that way. And it was just, a fun year with the football. It wasn't the greatest NFL season, that's for sure. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens next year, and with Spurrier in the league. Getting back to the show itself, I was offended by that halftime show with the names. It just kind of it just upset me for some reason. It just brought it all back.
Well, I think that was the point.
But it wasn't supposed to. I mean, the opening ceremonies were okay, but I don't know. I say bring back Up With People, bring back marching bands. And
a long time. At least, at least for a couple of months.
Well, it was an interesting halftime show, but I just thought that it's a festive time at the halftime show, and we don't need it rammed in our faces. I don't know. It just kind of brought it all back.
Is it a situation where you don't like U2?
I liked them 10 years ago, maybe, but...
All right, so maybe that's it.
Like I said, I'm maybe Up With People, marching bands. Maybe they should have had an American band, maybe.
They can't get Up With People back. They would be up out of their wheelchair people.
But, but we're talking about commercials, and that's the funny part, because it gets a lot of people who don't watch football to watch the games, and people sit there when they take notes on commercials, and I got to say, some of the commercials were pretty funny this year. I like the one with the redneck guy in the Brooklyn bar. How you doing?
He was actually answering the question.
That was pretty clever, and there was one commercial. It might have been a local spot, but you see that fat guy with the fat butt breaking the chair?
Yeah, that's been playing for a while.
Right.
Yeah.
For one of the health spots.
And then the one with the guy
That's one
in
of
the
Billy
bar.
Staples' ads.
Oh, that was a great ad. And then the one in the bar, the guy asked how much it was.
All right. Thanks, Heck.
Guys, thanks again. It was a great season, and congratulations, Dan. I'll talk to you guys soon.
All right, see you later. Here's Jack. Jack wants to add something over the U2 halftime show. How you doing, Jack?
Ronnie, Fezzy, what's going on, guys?
How you doing there, buddy? Hey,
Not
Jack.
bad. Number 9669.
All right, my man. What's happening?
Listen, about the U2 halftime show, the thing was, it was a celebration of the people that died in the World Trade Center attacks. It was in their memory. It was nothing hokey. I went to a couple of the U2 shows on the tour. As you guys have been saying before, they did it then, so it was just a kind of a continuation of the tour. And they don't do anything hokey. I mean, pre-9/11, Bono had that American flag lining in his jacket. So it isn't like it was something corny done on the spot, like, look at me, patriotic, that sort of thing. I mean, the guys are genuine. That's the bottom line. That's basically the way they come off of it. And I think the NFL knew that. That's why they got them on the show.
All right. Now, did they always do the thing where they were dropping all the names like that? What
happened was, towards the end of the show, they played a song called One of their more famous songs.
Right.
And as the song started, the names they'd have a blue screen in the background, and all of a sudden you would see United Flight, 175, NYPD, FDNY, and people would just, obviously became really, really emotional about it.
Right.
It got to them. It was towards the end of the show, I remember Anthony talking about it on O&A, and he said about how it really ticked him off. I mean, he had a great time at the concert, but, it just brought it all home, and it's to make you think. Obviously, it's just, it does get to you emotionally and whatnot, but we have to think about these things. We have to remember what happened.
I'm one of the people who thinks already too many people have forgotten. I'm one of the people who thinks, hey, I'm sorry if we, ruin your Super Bowl by reminding you that all these people were murdered. But I understand where it's coming from.
Exactly, Ronnie. We don't want it driven home every single day. And
I don't have a problem with it.
At some point in time...
Personally, I wouldn't mind driving it home every single day. I don't think we've done enough about it.
Exactly. Especially to these PC people that we have to deal with on a daily basis. I totally agree. But the thing is, as I said, the theme was, patriotism, America, troops that we have over in Afghanistan. And, hey, they're an Irish band, they're not an American band, but what better band?
Well, they made their bones here, believe me. Trust me. They realized that, this is their biggest market and always has been. America's been good to them.
Always has been. Always has been. It's anybody's biggest market, Ron.
Yeah. All right.
Any fan's biggest market.
Thanks a lot, my friend.
All right, guys. Take
Thank
care.
you, Jack. See you later. We'll take a little break, Fezzy, and we'll come back. It's 877-692-1027. It's the Ron and Fez Show.
Ron and Fez, 1027 WNEW.
We're Ron and Fez. All this week, you get a chance to register to take the Hot Wire Challenge. We'll do that on Friday. You win a game show, you get registered. We'll pick one lucky winner from those winners to take the Hot Wire Travel Challenge on Friday. You can win a travel voucher valued at $1,000. You can use it to purchase airfare, car rentals, or hotel accommodations at Hotwire for your destination of choice.
Fezzy, reading over some of the instant feedback about the U2 halftime show, and it runs fairly negative here. Jono says, I don't think the name should be used for U2 show, just it's inappropriate. Joey Cartoon says it was too gimmicky. Other people say it's just out of place. I don't know. I think maybe if you're not a fan of the band, you're less likely to be into it. But the fact is they have been doing this show for quite some time.
Yeah, it's not like anything they came up with just for the Super Bowl. And if you're going to dedicate the Super Bowl and the halftime show to the victims of 9/11, we'll go all out and dedicate it to them.
The other thing, too, was, Fez, it would have been a good show without that. It wasn't really built around that. It was actually part of the tribute. And he didn't really mention so much. It was just there in the background of what the band was doing. Hey, Jeff, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hello.
How are you, my friend?
I'm all right, thank you. I watched the game last night, saw the halftime show. I don't think I've ever heard U2 even on the radio. I'm 56 years old. They're kind of not my style.
Right.
But I had a 24-year-old son who was an equity trader with Sandler O'Neill and Partners on the 104th floor of Building 2. He lost his life. He loved U2. And I thought that was a beautiful, powerful, very moving display, show, whatever you want to call it, remembrance. And I just thought it was beautiful. Very, very touching, very moving. And I applaud the NFL. I applaud U2, the people who put it all together. It was lovely. And I appreciate your letting me express that. Thank you.
Jeff, thank you so much. I'm so sorry for your loss, my friend.
Thank you.
Take care.
Good night.
Take care, Jeff.
Yeah, I kind of would have felt the same way, that if it was somebody in my family, I would have loved to have seen their name up there. You actually picked out a name, Fez.
Right, a friend of mine from Fluent Screen during the halftime show, and I know that meant a huge amount to those people.
Well, it meant a lot to you, I remember at the time.
Right, yeah.
All right, Billy once said something. Billy, come in.
Stay!
What is it, Billy?
Yeah, Mrs. Staples, my wife, a girl she works with, lost her husband, a firefighter. She saw his name as it scrolled by.
How did she feel about it?
She almost went to tears about it.
Yeah.
It was like actually somebody she knew.
For you, was it too much, or?
I thought it was great. I thought it was a great touch.
I think so, too. During a football game or whatever. I don't know. I don't think it's ever really out of my mind too much anyway.
No, you got the world watching. Just show that we haven't forgotten.
Now, I don't know if I agree with some of the commercials and stuff. I think you can get too hokey with it. But it was done like in a tribute situation.
When you're celebrating America and then you have people dressed as Ben Franklin, that starts to get a little weird.
You know, and that didn't even have anything to do with 9/11. I don't want, am I in school?
Right.
Do I got to put my head down on the desk and get a red mark?
You know, during the presidential thing where they read the words of Lincoln, they actually had a fake Lincoln standing in the middle of that.
I thought that was Reagan.
Really?
Yeah.
No, that's fake Lincoln.
I thought they got a shot of Reagan finally. I wish they would have brought him out in his PJs.
That would have been nice.
And just pushing some kind of Matchbox car.
He got a birthday coming up.
You know, it's the strangest thing with Ronald Reagan. Even if you weren't a fan of his or didn't think he was a great president, you look at the guy's life. He was a movie star. He was governor of California. He was president of the United States. really like a movie life, like your life is a movie, like Paul O would say. And now he can't remember one bit of it.
No, No. His birthday is Wednesday. And everyone in the world will know it except him.
Right. Every day, damn, he says it's his birthday.
I would have liked to see Ronnie drag out Nancy Reagan like an old teddy bear during a halftime show.
He could. He's still strong in here.
Is he? Freakishly strong, someone told me.
Right.
I wonder why. As your mind goes, you get even stronger.
Right. That heart's just pounded, just beaten.
I wonder if maybe the smart thing to do here, the only dignity left for what happened to him, tie some missiles to him and shoot him over there at those bastards. I think he would love to go out that way.
Right, in a blaze of glory.
Don't go running for the damn Bon Jovi thing. All right?
They were
Rory,
trying.
I can't get you to play a song all night. You hear Bon Jovi's situation.
Bon Jovi fan since day one.
And you go running. And I'll tell you something for everybody. Email me about Fez WNEW Trunk Show. I'm not going to talk about it.
Bon Jovi fan since day one.
As far as I'm concerned, it didn't happen, and we move on from there.
I don't know what they're talking about.
Forget it, because it didn't happen. It's
Rory, knock it off.
Stop it. Now Al's crying.
And leaving more gay messages on Dan from Hoboken's voicemail.
I want to get a hold of Dan from Hoboken later to tell him that he is the big lucky winner for the season. But let's play that message of Al trying to pick him up in a gay way. Al Dukes, on Friday we had the piercing show.
Which was great. Thanks again to Monique and Anna from Sacred Tattoo.
God, I got to figure out another reason to get that Monique back in here. Now, it wasn't Monique.
Monica.
Monica.
Right.
Monica. What a crazy little Indian look she had.
Tattooed, pierced all up and down her face, everywhere else.
Like I found her in the Amazon, running around with just like a leaf over her punani.
Little Jumanji girl that you're trying to bring home and tame.
I know, man. She had like Rastafarian hair, and then the whole thing. Then she looks 12.
She is from Sacred Tattoo on Canal Street, New York. 212-226-4286 or sacredtattoo.com.
All right, here is the. This is a real thing. It has nothing to do. It's not a bit. Dan from Hoboken sent us this message that Al left on his machine.
Right, trying to get Dan from Hoboken to come in for the piercing party.
Hey, Dan, it's Al over at Ron and Fez. I sent you an email. Ron wanted me to invite you and Gina up tonight, just because you haven't been up in a while. He said, hadn't seen you. We're going to be doing the piercings thing. You know, this doesn't mean you got to get a piercing, but I hope it's not a gay thing. But I'm looking forward to seeing guys get their penises shattered. All right, give a buzz in the office there.
End of message.
What kind of sick fantasy?
And then, do you have any of that when Al was giving us the play-by-play the other night? That was twisted.
Yeah, well,
the play-by-play when he's getting the piercing? No.
Yeah, we got to grab that for later.
During the Prince Alberts? I think that last guy is when Al was really getting descriptive and really just knee-deep in it and enjoying himself.
Strange little boy.
He always insisted on holding the microphone when Monica from Sacred Tattoo was given the Prince Albert piercing.
Right. Not for any of the girls. He was out of the room.
Right.
A guy's getting his unit done. There's Al.
First in line.
Down. Face down. And some peach. Pisha Dow. What is wrong with him?
I think he's got a little crush.
Now, the other night, kind of a party after the show, and people were, let's just say, getting a little drunk. We did another lights out party. Al Dukes, everyone kept trying to talk him into smashing the pinball machine. He wouldn't pull it off.
Al had his 3 beers, which of course means blackout.
Right.
So he would have claimed he never remembered smashing that pinball machine.
I know, it's a strange thing about him. Let's get Al in here. Albert! Did you have a nice time the other night?
Yes.
When you were partying?
Yeah, I remember about half of it.
Yeah. You how many beers, honestly?
Honestly, I think I had 4 beers.
4 beers, and you pass out under Earl's desk.
But I
eat Earl sitting there.
I eat lunch about 11:30, and then I don't eat again. I didn't have anything else to eat again and through the whole day.
Can we do a situation where you're eating pills? You don't think that chick gave you any, because I saw her pills spill out. And she's loaded.
Yeah, I remember that part.
Yeah, I tripped over a book bag and did a big fall.
Now, I don't want to say what girl it was that Al and her disappeared a couple times.
Right.
But I honestly heard her yell at Al, "The only time you talk to me is when you're drunk."
I remember that,
that's
too.
awful. What is that about? Because she's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, I don't know.
You don't like her unless you're partied up?
Well, when I'm having some beers, I'm relaxed and having a good time.
But you're not attracted to women when you're sober?
No, I am attracted to women definitely when I'm sober.
But not her?
Sometimes, and I don't know. I don't know if it's the type of girl that's my style.
Do you have a base you could give us with her? Or is that too personal?
Yeah, I don't think.
All right, write it down for me, and I promise, I swear to you, I won't say it on the air. Just buddy to buddy.
I don't even know that there is a...
Well, you know, home is the big thing.
Right. You know how it works.
It's not home.
What's the matter? You couldn't get your bat up?
You haven't hit it, a homer?
No.
You haven't hit one out of the park?
No.
All right, Fezzi will give you the bases.
All right, first base, French kiss.
Okay.
So you got a single.
Sure.
All right. Second?
All right, second base, the F there is feel.
Yeah, probably in a drunken state, sure.
All right.
All right, so that's good. So
You
he's
felt
got
her
a
up.
double.
Good.
Yeah.
Down south.
No. That I didn't do.
But I don't have an F there because I'm not allowed to say that word.
All right, just take a look at me. See the finger I'm holding up?
Yes.
Finger.
All right.
No?
No.
He's laying under a desk with you, and you can't even get the third?
I was sleeping. I was trying to sleep it off, the alcohol.
He was holding her like a baby or a teddy bear.
He thought that was his baby, like the gorilla that has the human baby.
The kid fell in the gorilla pit, and unconscious. The gorilla drags around a prone body as its baby.
Right, and you know a gorilla will do that with a dead baby. They just won't give up.
Yeah, I know. They never give up hope. You're right.
And we're supposed to. All right, there's people that don't believe you. Well, were you willing to swear to God over this? You swear to God?
I'm not a big swear to God.
But as a Catholic.
Sure.
So you swear on your Catholic faith?
Yes.
That a double is as far as you got?
Double, sure.
So, and the double is only when you're drinking. You've never had a sober double.
No, that's
Making
mainly,
a double.
Drinking double.
So why not go for the home diggity when you know she would?
Right. And why be that way? Why rude to someone sober?
Not really drunk. I'm very busy during the week. I don't have a lot of time to make phone calls. So she thinks that only when I'm drinking am I interested.
Here's the weird thing.
It's true.
You did the same thing with Big Jim, the gay guy. You got just as far as him when you were drinking. So you're forced into both of these. All right, as a Catholic swear, that's a big thing.
Yeah. I'm in.
All right. A double is as far as you went. Why not go for this one? I know she likes you, and I know she's pretty. I can only come up with gay.
No, not gay. Just, I don't know. There's something that I can't really explain that's holding me back.
She doesn't have a C. K.
You told me.
C-K.
You told me it was a pissy smell.
Were you rubbing her diaper?
Oh.
Was it flat?
I'll tell you, I think you're insane, Al. I think you're insane.
Are you telling us the truth?
Yes.
Now, I asked her, I go, so you and Al, and he goes, she said to me, Al's somewhat different away from the show.
Really?
So I took the thing that maybe, but I know you as a Catholic, you can't go swearing to God if it's not true.
That's true.
I mean, God's not going to put up with that. He'll make you burn for it. He'll burn your skin off and melt it.
I don't know what she meant by that. I'm different off the show. I don't know.
You know, like, I kind of made it felt like she was acting like, hey, you guys think you know Al, but he's a wild man.
Right, yeah. Party monster.
4 beers. Woo! A child could have 4 beers and still build a Lego castle.
Yeah, but I took no time between them. As soon as I finished one, I got the next beer.
Oh, I'm sorry there, Rusherton.
Oh, we didn't know they were 4 beers in a row and not spaced out over a month.
After 2 beers, he told me he loved me. By the 3rd beer, he said he couldn't breathe in the office. And then he started to run the hallways. I don't know.
At one point, I asked the young lady, I go, God, how much has Al had to drink? 3. She was so disgusted. 3.
She needs 5 before she gets the 5 pumps.
I think they were the tall boys, though.
The tall boys came later.
The tall boy was the one you were making out with. When's the last time you were really with a chick, for real?
When he was born.
No.
His mother doesn't count.
He got some puss that day.
Birth does not count.
I think it does. I've got that on my list. That's in my book.
All the way like that, it's been a little while.
All right. Well, it's good to know that you're not just impotent on the air or with our careers.
Right.
But also in your personal life. You want me to have Joe go over and tag her for you? I know she must be getting a little frustrated.
No, that wouldn't
sure?
be good, yeah.
Do you plan on it?
I don't think so.
What's your future plans, future man?
You know she's pretty enough.
Yeah, she's very cute.
But what's the problem?
I don't know. I'm not sure that there's a match there.
You mean C to C?
No, I mean...
She can't get you pregnant?
Some of her interests are maybe not my interests.
You both have the same equipment?
You're
What?
saying she's not
And
good
it doesn't match up?
She's not good enough for you.
Oh,
No, not that at all.
That's what you're saying.
No.
Ow, why would you say that?
If it's coming out that way, I don't mean
Why
it.
don't you just try it? The next time you get drunk, you guys can bump donuts together. What do you think?
You got a donut there?
No, I do not have a donut.
Hang a do not disturb sign on Earl's desk.
I was just trying to sleep it off because I knew I had to get back home soon. You make me feel like a natural woman.
All right, apparently he doesn't remember this. And, I'll tell you what. I don't mind the lights out parties. I'm glad that you guys stay here long after I go home. But I think that's all fine. But when Earl comes to me and says, my little area was left a mess, broken beer bottles around my desk, that can't happen, boys. And I heard that while you were sleeping under that desk like a monkey, Rory took a baseball bat, was smashing the desk and yelling your name.
Yeah, I don't remember that part.
Screaming the building's on fire.
Now, Joe came in.
All right.
That was me.
That one I remember.
I'll tell you what.
How many times did you have to get woken up?
Twice, I think.
Then he comes sitting in there. Then he comes sitting inside with some hood over his head, like he was a b-boy from uptown. I think since the boxing thing came up, he wants to always feel like he's in training.
Al, how do you hope to win this fight on the 22nd at the downtown if you're drinking 4 beers a week?
Well, that's what it is.
How are you going to train like that, mister?
I only drink about once every 2 or 3 weeks, so.
And it almost kills you.
Yeah, I know.
It really does. Are you hungover the next day for 4 beers?
Well, when I go home, I take some aspirin so that I'm okay. I sleep it off and I'm fine.
Suppository?
How could you not sleep off 4 beers? That's not sleeping off a drink.
That's called sleeping.
I know you can't be too busy with your career for her. What are you doing?
Well, it's a long day. I have a long commute.
There's no reason for you to have a long day. You're not getting anything done.
There's no need for a long commute. You shouldn't have to come in.
So during the week, yeah, it's tough to... Because then every phone conversation has to deal with why I don't call while I'm calling.
Her?
Yeah.
Oh. Then why don't you
Forget
call?
why don't you call? Why don't you F me? This is probably what she's saying. Is there some reason you won't F me?
Why won't you F?
And then I say I don't call because we always talk about why I don't call. So I don't want to get aggravated.
All right, let me just say this. This is a Catholic swear.
Yes.
To, let's say, the Virgin Mary.
All right.
Who we put above all else in our faith as everything that is pure and right with the universe.
That's nice.
And you swear you haven't banged this chick?
Right.
What's wrong with you? You could have done it that night. I was there.
Yeah, but I'm very particular. Everything's got to be
Have a
lined up
penis.
right.
What's the matter?
Act like a man! What's the matter with you?
What are you, hung like a cockroach?
No, I'm fine.
Even if you wash. She's not all that big.
Fine.
That's to the Virgin Mary.
Right.
You're swearing.
Yes.
I know he could have that night. Rory, you were here. Could he have that night?
Oh, definitely. I think any one of us could have.
But I think that night...
We could have all laid out.
I was even trying, and she was saying no.
You're lying.
I only pay attention when I'm drinking.
Yeah, well, that's the beauty of it. That was her open window. This was the meanest thing I've ever heard. I think any of us could have. I'll tell you what, we got some chicks hanging out here. I'll tell you that. I don't know where this bad deal's going. I feel it going bad on us.
It's head somewhere.
But we got the bitches. They're crazier than us. We need more lights on.
And during the lights out party. Ow, what does this person say when you go, hey, let's crawl under this desk?
I think
and then goes to sleep in your teddy bear arm.
Here's what I think is a lie. I think she likes him so much, he crawls under the desk like a lightweight. She crawls under with him, hoping something will happen.
Maybe I don't remember.
And I saw her meds. I saw her meds spilling out there, so believe me, she's relaxed.
But yeah, like things like that throw me off as to, well, maybe this is a good thing.
She's hoping you'll fall asleep and at least get morning wood.
I don't remember how I got under the desk to fall asleep, but...
Literally drank yourself under a table like a lightweight.
Yes. 3 to 4 beers into it.
When you hear, oh, he got drunk under the table, you think it's like a cliche. No, not here. It's real.
Al, do you think since you were the one making living quarters under Earl's desk, you think you were the one who trashed it, maybe?
Well, you guys are mentioning Rory slamming the bat on it. That probably didn't help. So I would think it was him.
You rat. All right, here comes Earl, very, very upset.
Hi, Black Earl. Thank you for helping us last week, too, Black Earl. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
It was fun. See, he never told me about the whole falling asleep on my desk.
He slept underneath it. Underneath it.
That's
like an idiot.
That's why we don't believe his Catholic swear.
He just played dumb. He's like, I don't know what happened.
I don't know. As a Catholic boy, you were raised Catholic?
Yes, I am.
You just can't go swearing to the Virgin Mary and acting like that's nothing.
Nonchalantly.
I came to Earl all curious. I said, I heard there was a mess here or something happened.
No, he stopped me. I was about to read him the riot act.
Yeah.
You should have.
Oh, yeah, that is your desk, and it's far away from where the party was.
I know. There's no need to go around there in the catacombs.
It was too crowded.
For what?
He was using your James Brown CDs as a pillow.
It's living color, you idiot.
I see him stuff.
Well, I'm sorry.
He fell asleep on my desk.
Under it.
Under it.
He fell under it?
Yes.
Under it. At least do what I do. Fall on. Fall asleep behind.
Right. Like a gentleman.
He burrowed under there.
Not only did he fall asleep under your desk, he had a date.
Under there.
It's the first time your family had to put up with sharecroppers.
Just squatting.
That was
They're
so
squatters'
fun.
rights.
That was so funny. I'd be offended.
You're lucky, Earl, that he hasn't got squatters' rights there today.
You're lucky that he doesn't do anything with this girl, or you'd be stepping in spunk underneath your desk.
Yeah, that's true. That'd be Spunk City. They're banging under the desk at this place after parties. It's sick.
He never told me that. Because we came back from Boston, and the place was just level.
I'm sorry.
Say, that can't happen.
I'm like, what happened? I literally said, what the F happened here?
Al, you're going to have to stay sober and be designated janitor.
We got a show with a drinking problem. Here's our motto. This is our motto of our show. I know Billy.
Everyone salute.
You know what? This time, Billy Staples says that he was going to buy drinks for everybody, but then I remember hearing this.
Billy drinks around the house.
You know, he can't stand it, any of that stuff, and everybody was saying that to him the other night.
I know. Anyone who asks for a drink said, Billy, drinks are on the house.
And, you know, now he's blaming all this stuff on me. I don't know. Let me just say this for the record.
Okay.
Rory brings all this stuff in.
Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
And gives it to me. And because of this, Billy and I have, and I'm totally serious about this, Fez, no relationship.
Yeah, that's absolutely true.
If I bring up anything, Billy acts like I'm riding. So as far as I'm concerned, I mean, Billy's work doesn't get on the show with me. He's got nothing to do with me. But this was the peak of his career.
Don't mind him. He just drunk, that's all.
And so everyone knows, like I have to say this out loud, Ron Bennington does not search the World Wide Web for WAV files.
I never know where they are. Someone says, here, they got them in front of you, I'm going to hit them.
And then download them in the production room into the instant replay.
I appreciate you offering to buy drinks, but...
Billy drinks around the house.
Everyone said that to him Friday night.
Right.
Billy stomped out of the office.
I know.
Did Al at least get any action?
No. As far as I know, only second base in the field.
That's worse.
Was it field over or under?
Yeah, was it bare?
Did you get some bare teeth?
I'm sure. That's
You're
somewhere
sure, but you
along.
don't remember.
Did she get any bare teeth from you? That's what we had to
Did
ask.
she touch your little naughty bit?
No.
And here's the thing. Just because you've got her in a teddy bear grip underneath the desk asleep, that doesn't count as a double.
Right.
What made you fall asleep? The essence of Earl's teeth still hanging around?
No, I had...
He was sniffing Earl's chair.
What if...
And jacking.
Well, she was hammering him from behind.
Al Dukes, did you crawl into that desk just to sniff Earl's chair?
No.
And then she followed you?
No, when I drink, I get tired from the beers.
And then you crawl under desks.
I did that night.
What was wrong with the couch?
That's two in the open.
Right.
Yeah. Can we talk about maybe the boss buying a couple water beds for this place if we're going to have these lights out parties?
Nice.
I know poor Joe Poo was under the stairs and someone poured beer on him, from what I understand.
Oh, that's mean.
Yeah, Rory. I'll tell you this. There is, and I'm going to say a pack of 3 immature people at our parties. And here's what they tried to do, Earl. All they wanted was a picture of Al with the sledgehammer next to the machine, right? And a pinball machine. And they were begging him to do it, right? And I turned around to the people I was talking to and said, if Al takes that picture, Fez will break the pinball machine, and who's going to believe Fez did it?
Or anybody for that matter.
Right, no one would believe it. It would be the perfect crime.
Right.
There's Al. It would be like seeing Hitler's picture. Nobody would think twice.
The pinball machine is smashed, and there's a picture of Al over the body.
So you couldn't have been that drunk if you knew you were too smart to have your picture taken with a baseball bat next to the pinball machine.
Yeah, I'm glad of that.
You refused to go along with that. So you weren't. So I don't buy this whole I blacked out again bit.
Just part of the night.
All right, here's the thing. If we're going to have these lights out parties, can we cater them at least? Can we get some sponsorship on them?
Nice.
And can we keep people from hanging around me like a dark cloud, like Doom looking over my shoulder? I'd like to have a little bit of privacy.
You got to crawl under a desk, Ronnie.
I know.
I like how you referred to me as hanging on someone like a cheap coat.
You were hanging on like a cheap coat. That's a leaf blower. I still prefer this. All right, so because of you, I have no Billy relationship, Roy, and I hope you're happy with that.
I guess that was your goal, huh, Roy?
Is that your goal?
Nah, it wasn't my goal.
Well, you know the relationship is shot, right? How do you feel about it, Al?
It's definitely strained.
No, it's shot. Because here's the difference. He's already said a couple things to me he can never take back.
Really?
Yeah. And then the night he went crazy in here when he was like that. And he's asking for those glasses back that he destroyed that night.
Like he grabbed Ronnie.
Like I took them.
He didn't know his own strength.
This is the last nice thing Billy said to me.
Weeble, you're the guy for me.
That's sad.
Yeah.
But that's your last nice memory.
All right, and let me just point this out. Why I'm saying I have a show with drinking problems. Hawk is finally back after a week off of drinking.
Hawk, over a week ago, 10 days ago, loses a drinking contest, and now finally shows his fat face.
About, I'll say 6 months, a year ago, Fezzy and I were saying, we have a problem with the guys that got assigned to us. It's not coming together as a team. They're not bonding together with the fun side of the business.
Right.
And now that you guys have, I hate it. I can't stand it. Hawk, you don't lose a drinking contest and take a week off. That doesn't happen in the real world.
It was,
That must have been a hell of a hangover.
You also have a tan.
I know. You're darker than Earl.
Looks like Al Jolson.
He was too scared to come back to work.
Oh, please.
Since I beat him in a drinking
He
contest.
barely beat me in a drink.
Barely beat
It
you.
was 10 days ago. Drop it.
You went down.
Because of the beer and the tequila. If it was just tequila or just beer, I'd be fine.
You set the rules, you idiot.
What do you remember from your drinking contest, your
I
power
don't remember
hour?
much. I think about it. Shot 14 or 15, I pretty much blacked out from there.
Well, you went to shot 60. I don't know whether you know that.
It was shot 60 when you finally
Threw up.
puked.
I don't know. I don't.
And that was projectile, by the way.
You didn't know that you puked?
No, I knew I puked, but
You
I
just didn't know where?
Yeah, I didn't know where, and I had no idea I went to shot 60.
You went to the last minute and the hour power of the drinking challenge, and that was a tequila shot.
And Ronnie just said no more tequila for the combatants.
And I'll tell you something
We're
else.
pulling that out.
You're the quietest F I've ever met in my life until you're drinking. Then you are Don Rickles. And, you know, Rory can sit around and brag for the rest of his life how he outdrank you. You sold him up. Sold him up for an hour.
Verbally, you did surgery.
Any guy from Long Island's easy to take down.
Well, you did lose to him, though.
Right. And
And then you blacked out, ran out of here, and woke up in the Caribbean.
Do you remember running?
Seriously, that's a drinking problem. When you wake up in a different country.
What did you do? Do the dead arm run out of here and go to JFK? And just hop a flight?
It was like, remember Dudley Moore in 10 when he hears the Spanish music and he comes running out of his hotel room? That was the hog.
He'll do weird things to you.
Yeah, when we go to spots, we'll let you know who else you attacked.
Who else did he get into? I write it down for me. Oh, yeah.
That's a good
one.
We'll give you the uncensored version of what you did.
Let me put it this way. You commented on the tightness of a coworker's vagina.
All right.
Compared to that coworker's daughter's.
Okay.
Yes.
No way.
Yes,
you did.
And everyone heard you, and no one... Yeah, exactly. No one had the nerve to just grab you and say, let's get him out of here now. Everyone just walked away like, I don't hear what the drunk's saying.
I was so nervous and upset, I dove under Earl's desk and snuggled between Al and his drinking companion. The hobbits. Living under desks like a hobbit at night.
You commented on the elasticity.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, you did.
Of the female form.
And we were all... And there was no reason for it. There was no reason at all to do it. Other than when you were drunk, you remember a problem from a year and a half ago. Drop it. Like I tell Southerners, drop it.
Hawk gonna do it again. Hawk, you're an awful person.
I think we actually have some of the stuff that you said. We'll play that a little later on.
Okay.
We need to take a break here, Fezzy. 877-692-1027. It's a Ron and Fez show.
Ron and Fez, 1027 WNEW. Based on a true story.
Hawk versus Rory, Queens versus Long Island.
It's the story of one man's desire to win.
The egos get too inflated out there. I think it's time someone took him down, and I know Rory can't handle his alcohol, so.
And his even bigger desire not to hurl.
God, there he goes.
I thought that was going to be a
We're losing the Hawk.
White Hawk down.
Uh-oh.
You puke, buddy?
Here we go.
On shot 60, it's over.
White Hawk down. Based on the actual events of the Ron and Fez show.
It's shooting out of his nose.
What happens when one man must face his demons while his face is in a garbage can puking?
It's White Hawk down.
White Hawk down. Because sometimes you refuse to lose.
Let's keep drinking. Come on.
And because sometimes you don't know when it's over.
It's over.
White Hawk down. The worst a man can be.
Just getting started here.
The producers of White Hawk Down ask you to drink responsibly.
All right, there it is. The Hawk did lose that contest. Hawk, you're supposed to go out to Long Island later, but that'll be under your own jurisdiction.
Right. Supposed to wear some sort of sandwich board in your boxers in Massapequa.
But I don't know how anything could embarrass you more than what already happened.
The alcohol.
Yeah, sure, it's the alcohol.
Oh, do you think?
For the whole show. Here's the last thing you said to me before you ran out of here that night.
Why do they have to run out into the streets? That's what I don't get.
I need fresh air.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Hawk, I forgot to tell you. Your girlfriend moved in next door to Rory.
6 cops just stopped by during the commercial to have their pictures taken with Fez and I and say they listen to the show all the time. I don't want to say who they are because they're on duty. But they said, what a bunch of pussies you got working for you.
I know.
It's embarrassing.
It's so humiliating.
Yeah. And then Billy got mad when they said that, and he said, They all went running out of here.
There's no way to talk to a cop.
Seriously, Rory, just for your information, you ruined our relationship, me and Billy. It's ruined.
That wasn't my intention.
It's done. I think it is. But he's never mad at you about it, right?
No.
He doesn't realize how production works around here, does he?
Here's what I love, Fezzy. He took the attitude tonight. I pick one.
Really?
Yeah. So he said some stuff.
Oh, man, I missed that.
What are you trying to say, Al?
What, Albert?
That Rory also ruined Billy's marriage.
All right, that's none of your
brought
business.
Up one time.
That's none of your business.
What a tattletale!
Let me just point this out, Al. You do nothing for the show. And leave it at that.
I did do nothing.
No. You did do nothing for the show.
Right.
Oh,
yes, I agree with those exact words. I did do nothing.
It's a February, so Al wants a brand new start.
Yes. Now that we've reached our target demo of non-ethnic males, 25 to 44.
All right, mouth and a half.
I've met
idiot.
What a moron.
I've met with Jeremy Coleman.
Oh, really?
You mean you met Jeremy Coleman for the first time?
I meet with him quite a lot.
Jeremy, you don't know this, but I work here.
Go into the bathroom the same time and say he's not having a meeting.
What happened? Did Jeremy need something under Earl's desk and happen to run into you?
You know what? He runs into the men's room and holds it for Jeremy. And from what I understand from Jeremy, you're shaking it too soon.
Right.
Sometimes it comes in spurts. Don't be in such a hurry to start tapping. You want to take your time, make sure it's finished, and then give it a shake.
All right?
No, I meet with him on a regular basis. We've reached that goal.
You're regular.
So now we talked about me booking some guests for the show also.
Really?
That's right.
When are you going to start booking guests?
Tonight. Well,
all right, wait a minute. Should this be a 20 questions?
Oh, nice.
All right, I'm going to start
All
it
right.
off. De Niro?
No.
All right.
Okay, let me think. All right, Robin Williams.
No.
All right, somebody from the entertainment world.
No, it's not like a movie star or anything.
All right.
Not from the entertainment world. All right, someone political? You got like Donald Rumsfeld?
Sports star?
No, it's a both of those. Not political, not sports. It's not like a
It's not Tom Brady.
Not a big name.
Well, then why book? Why would you not... All right, can you think, let's say Letterman. He says, let's get a guest in here that no one's ever heard about before. Or what about Rick, when he's booking for O&A? And he's your hero now, right, Rick?
He's not my hero. I don't really know much about him.
You know that he scared you the other night and he eyeballed you.
No, eyeballing somebody is not a big thing to me.
I know, because you won't look back when they're glaring you down.
And I told you to be more like Rick, right?
Yes.
And try to book the show like he books his show, right?
Yes, you did.
And now, actually, there's a new jingle about it, Fez.
Really?
Yeah.
Odd.
This is what he...
What would Rick Delgado do if he were here right now? He'd book a guest or maybe two. That's what Rick Delgado do.
That's what I want you singing to yourself every morning. What would Rick do? I want you even to get a little thing. What would RD do? Whatever, like those little Catholic boys are wearing.
WWRDD.
Did you get us Harry Connick Jr., the singer?
No.
Singer-songwriter Harry Connick Jr.
It's not a singer-songwriter.
Is it somebody from Broadway?
No,
that'd be nice.
No, it's not.
It's not the pretty and pink girl, Molly Ringwald, who's starting in Cabaret now.
No, it's not.
All right, we're almost, we're halfway through our 20 questions.
Right.
Here's Chris. Chris, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Chris.
What's up, boys? Is it Alec Baldwin?
Is it any of the Baldwins?
No.
Besides Steven, who
Ron?
books himself.
Yeah, you can't count Steven out.
Ronnie.
Yeah.
Let me get 1 second of your time.
Yeah.
I mean, we talk about bindles, we talk about bundles. I'm the same age as Al do.
Yeah.
Same age. I've been partying since I'm 15 years old. These kids have no tolerance. You got 5 kids for you that can't drink 5 beers.
I understand that.
What the hell is that? I'm smoking diesel since I'm 16 years old. I'm banging girls 2 at a time. These guys nowhere, no weed, no nothing. College kids, they can't hang for 4 beers.
All right, thanks a lot.
Thank you for pointing out our shame.
And I never went to college.
Way to brag.
Next time you talk to Stephen Baldwin, don't get any of his brothers.
Yeah.
Except for Bill. No, except for the Danny. Get Billy.
Is it Pat Summerall saying goodbye?
No, it's not.
Is it Pat Sajak?
Is it an author?
Yes.
All right, Fezzy.
Okay.
I know who's in town, too, that was doing a reading. Is it Norman Mailer?
Nice.
No, it's not Norman
Wait a minute,
Mailer.
is it Tom Wolfe? Does Tom Wolfe have another book? Wait, I know who it is because I saw him on TV the other day. It's Stephen King.
Stephen King is going to retire.
I'm not.
He was on The View.
Is he saying he's retiring?
He's like 5 more books and I'm done.
That'll be like 6 months from now.
Is it Stephen King?
It's not him. No.
I'm sure Rick will get him. Sing this to yourself.
What would Rick Delgado do if he were here right now? He'd book a guest or maybe two. That's what Rick Delgado do.
I want you humming this all day, Al Dukes. Rick Delgado, of course, the executive producer of the Opie and Anthony show.
When you got drunk the other night, you said Rick's lucky I didn't take him down.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know you said that, Mr. Blackout.
But I don't fight at work or anything, so.
Well, would you take him out in the alley?
No, I don't do
57th Street Rumble, as you call it?
No.
I have no idea who he's booked, Fuzzy. I think we're at the end of this.
An author. Oh, I know.
The author?
No. I love it. I go mad. She's on Broadway, by the way. Rosie O'Donnell, because she's got her outing book coming out.
No, it's not Rosie O'Donnell either.
Is it David Sedaris or whatever his name is that does Letterman all the time?
He's great.
He's the funny Fez guy?
No, it's not him.
He's Fez guy?
Yeah, he reminds me of you.
Why?
A lot of same interest.
Writing.
Yeah, writing.
Who could it be?
Who could it be now? We need that song from the 80s. All right, we'll come back. We'll keep thinking about it.
All right. I'll do.
Why didn't you book somebody from the Pats? The biggest upset of all time.
They shocked the world. Remember? They kept telling us last night.
Yeah, I saw that. I didn't. It's not anybody from the Patriots.
Try to book people that are in the news, and it's a big deal.
Yeah. Is it the Sports Babe?
No, it's not.
Okay. 877-692-1027.
I don't know who it is.
I have no idea. He says it's an author.
Here is Mike. Mike, you're on Fez. Mike.
Hey, Mike.
What up, boys?
Yeah.
RU 486. What about Laura Korn?
Nice. Laura Korn. Because Rick Delgado just booked her.
That would be doing what Rick Delgado does.
What would Rick Delgado do if he were here right now? He'd book a guest or maybe two. That's what Rick Delgado do.
Did you do what Rick Delgado did and book Laura Korn?
No, I do not have her for the show.
Did you book somebody who taught you when it's time to shake Jeremy Coleman after he's used the urinal?
No.
Would you please not be in such a hurry to shake?
I know.
I don't do that.
I don't know.
He calls it Tapper's Delight.
And then he eats the urinal cake.
No, we meet.
That's not a mint.
We meet in the office.
It's not really cake. Trust me, it's not.
He's booked an author. I'm very excited about this, Fez.
I know, because I know it's going to be huge now that you've been given your green light to book.
Tom, you're on Fez.
Hey, what's up, guy?
Hey, Tom.
I think I know who the famous author is.
Who's
it? Is it Arthur Fonzarelli?
Hey.
He's a famous author.
That would be Culamundo.
Yeah, Al, did you get him?
No, I did not.
Too bad. I would love that. Oh, jeez. I thought you would have grabbed the Happy Days.
The last thing you clowns need is men at work. It's completely unapplicable.
Hey, Rob, you're on Fez.
Hey, fellas, how you doing?
Let me just say something else to our staff. Stop bonding. Stop bonding. Rob, you're on Fez.
Hey, Rob.
I got it figured out.
Yes, Rob.
The series of books, How To for Dummies.
Yeah.
How to Produce a Radio Show for Dummies.
That would be good.
Gotta be.
No.
Is that you, Al?
No.
It's a must-read for Al.
That's not me.
I would say Dr. Seuss, but he's dead.
Doesn't it sound like we're the dummies? Don't produce a radio show for dummies.
Yeah, for the dummies you work for.
Is that what you're saying, Al?
No, I didn't bring it up at all.
Smart mouth.
Slap you into a figure four.
Slap nuts.
Maybe we stretch you out a little bit.
Steiner recliner, you ass.
Seriously, put you in a Steiner recliner if you understand.
You like reclining under desk so much.
By the way, I don't know what happened with Wonder Boy and no longer caring about me, but I got my niece is in town. I took her all over today, so I had no dinner. In the meantime, here's the first night Wonder Boy isn't asking me if I'd like a nice dinner.
I haven't seen Wonder Boy since I got here. He used to hold the door open.
Right, those days are over. The days of Wonder Boy Karen are over, let's face it.
Not Wonder Boy.
I don't know what's wrong with him.
It's not Wonder Boy. You didn't book Wonder Boy, did you, Al? And
No.
he's just waiting
Is there
until
somebody
later.
we're going to like? Is there a reason why you booked?
There's a reason why I booked, yes.
What's the reason?
Would you want me to tell you who it is? Because I can't
Well,
really tell you what. The reason is over things that have been going on around here. I thought booking this person would help.
You booked
I
an
know
AA sponsor?
No, I know who it is.
Is it Billy Staples?
Billy freaks around the house.
That's true. I'm wondering if it's that doctor who's on the Oprah show.
Oh, Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil is great.
You think?
He's getting his own show.
What is it? How to scream at people for no apparent reason?
He makes no sense. He's the best.
He bullies people into being nice.
Is it Dr. Phil from Oprah?
No, it's not.
All right, George, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, George.
I think I got it, boys. I think it's Alex Haley.
Oh, is he still alive?
Yeah, he's the Alex
he
Haley.
died.
Yeah, I think he's dead too.
I think Ruth is dead.
He is dead. That's why Al would book him.
That's why it's such a good booking.
It's excellent.
All right,
It's
this
perfect.
on the instant feedback. Did you book Earl's Taint?
He's still trying to get a hold of it.
Hey, Augie, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, guys. It's got to be Richard Neer.
Richard Neer wrote the big WNEW book.
Got to be.
Behind bad things about Pete Johnson.
All right, this on the instant feedback. Is he saying that he's booking Oscar Wilde and he's just going in the other room? And going, hello, Oscar Wilde here.
All right, Al. A, it's not Richard Neer.
No, it's not.
B, you're not doing an impression of Oscar Wilde from the other room.
No, it's not me on the other line.
I'm trying to think of something that's in the news that someone would have written a book about.
Hey, Pete, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys, 125.14.
Hey, Pete.
Yeah, I know who it is. The author of the book, How to Pretend You're Not Gay. The subtitle is, Just Say You Blacked Out.
That's a very short book. Is
Page 1. But then, just say you blacked out. The end.
Is that the answer, Al? You're not giving us any more clues here.
No, that's not it at all.
Okay.
All right, I can't stand it. Let's just move on. Who the hell did you book?
He's the author of Anger Work, How to Express Your Anger and Still Be Kind. It's psychologist Dr. Robert Puff.
Oh, Jesus.
Is he bringing the magic dragon?
No, but I thought for around here,
Dr. Puff,
to stop everyone from...
Let me guess. Did he print this book himself?
No, it's a legitimate book, and he can help the people that work here with their anger issues, so we don't,
you know, you know what I'm angry about? This guest.
No, it's going to be...
This guest has me angry.
No, this is your first guest? Now that you're allowed to book?
Yes.
All right, who's angry here? Who's fighting?
Well, just there's a lot of tension. I mean, Joe will sometimes go out and kick and smash things.
When? I've never seen that.
When has that ever happened?
You guys have said I've kicked and smashed things.
You have kicked and smashed things. Foosball table.
Sometimes people yell at each other during breaks or on the air, and I thought this would be better if we talked to this guy. He has experience with this. It would help the show.
So this is how to express your anger without being physical? Is that what it is?
Yeah, doing it in the right way.
And are you worried that you're going to somehow Hulk out and you need this counseling?
No, but...
This is the worst booking I've ever heard of. I'm just going to say that.
No, it'll be good once you start talking to him. I think we'll see that he knows, what he's talking about and how it can help us.
He can only benefit you because you're the one that makes us angry.
No, I mean, a lot of people have anger issues.
Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
And it's Dr. Robert Puff.
Yes.
Figures you book a Puff for your first night. I'd rather you book Puff and stuff.
And Witchy Poo.
Josie, Ron and Fez.
Hi, Josie.
Hi.
Hi, baby.
I don't understand why he's a fabulous Al Dukes, because he's not fabulous.
Well, that comes from a gay thing when he hung in the clubs.
Right.
Can he be the worthless Al Dukes?
This is an awful booking, Al.
It was his act used to be Al Dukes and the Angry Inch.
This is the first time. But I understand Inch is even pushing it. Do me a favor, bang her, Al. Please, for the team.
Bang her now!
Under Earl's desk. Is that a problem?
Yeah. I wouldn't.
Am I the only one who'll take the time to bang somebody under the desk? All right, Roy says no.
You still care.
Roy says no, he's ready.
I'd do it anytime. That's
All
fine.
right, you know what? Here's the thing, Roy.
What's
I
up?
want you to focus on her and get her for the team, okay?
Okay. I'll take care of it.
Because she's embarrassed us.
Tag
All
and
right.
bag.
You got it.
Thank you, Rory.
It's my mission.
All right. Now, it's just, I'm upset about this guest. Because
when is this big guest coming on?
Top of the hour.
Oh, great.
Oh, nice.
And Dr. Puff.
Dr. Robert Puff.
Why don't we just book the Horde King to tell us not to punch each other?
Right.
They'll do it for free.
Yeah, but this guy...
And we don't have to plug Horde King's book.
This guy
Horde
researched...
King better not be writing a book.
The Naked
I'll
Truth.
sue.
The Naked Truth.
Maurice, you're on Fez.
Hey, Maurice.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Hey, I love your show, man. I'm not a card holder. I started listening to you guys like 2 years ago when you first went to nighttime, but I never just sent the card in. Give me a hoo-ha anyway.
No.
Okay. He's got to get better. I mean, it's only going to get better. His first booking, it's going to be bad. But after that, it's got to go uphill, if he can see the hill.
All right, here's the thing. He waited 11 months to book a guy nobody's heard of and a book no one's heard of. Let me guess, Al. Is this on the New York Times bestseller list?
No.
I don't think it is.
It's near the bestseller list. It's near the list.
Is it one of these stupid things that they send out to radio stations and that don't get callers? So when you're doing an AM in Des Moines?
Well, they do solicit shows, yes.
Is it sold in a binder instead of actually a hardcover?
It's a softcover book.
Oh, it's not even a book?
It's a
Al?
workbook, Ronnie.
It's not even a book?
Hey, book someone who wrote a workbook.
It's still a book.
Are all the pictures drawn in crayon?
No, it's not. It doesn't have pictures. It's a book about dealing with anger issues.
All right, I'm angry. I'm going to say right now, Al, and I'm not going to push it any further. I have anger issues about this guy getting booked at 9 o'clock on a Monday in market number 1.
I think once we get through it, though, everyone will get something out of it.
Al, you're so monotone. How's this guy even going to believe that you get angry?
Because a lot of times it's people who are quiet and then bottle it all up and then explode.
Okay.
Are you talking about after 5 pumps? I'm lost here.
All right, Hinkley.
Hey, Robert, you're on a Fez.
Hey, Robert.
How you doing?
Yeah.
What can we do for you, Robert?
Yes. Oh, no, this is Robert Puff, and I just wanted to do my assessment of you people.
Now we're being mocked, Al.
Yeah.
And, Al, I just wanted to say that I think your booking of me is something that you do to lacken the size of your penis.
All right, thank you, Robert.
Thank you, Dr. Puff.
All right, I like this from Andreas on the instant feedback. Someone handed this author's pamphlet to Al today on 6th Avenue. That's true, Al.
Is this guy going to be at the Learning Annex?
No.
I would rather have someone from the Learning Annex. They get names.
No, it's something when I was going through this magazine, I saw this book and this guy, and I thought he would be good for the show.
Going through this magazine, there should be toilet paper. That's how you should be going through it.
Like crap through a duck or whatever it's called.
Goose. That was good. I guess a goose can't hold on to it too long.
I guess not.
All right, Fezzi, are you hungry for something?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Wonder Boy finally came in. The lacking Wonder Boy, who used to be so wonderful. Fezzi was everything to us.
I know, and now has disappeared.
What can I get you?
Wonder Boy, well, I want you to tell me. What's out there? What's happening? Where you been? When did you stop caring?
Why did I have to push the codes myself today?
I was trying to get some stuff done for the show.
What? If you're building something, I don't see it.
It's not done yet, but it's going to be good.
I hope you're building a gun to shoot Al with.
Because apparently he booked Dr. Fluff Girl. I'm not sure.
I'm very, very furious. I'm serious. I'm furious about the booking, Al. It stinks.
No, this is something that everyone will take something away from the interview. They'll get something out of it.
How do you know? Did you talk to the guy?
I did talk to him for a few minutes.
Did you tell him that everybody picks on you?
No, I just told him that.
What a crime. You didn't book your mom, did you?
I'd rather have her.
No, this guy's not related at all.
There's a new book about how to handle baggage at the Newark airport. It's written by an A. Duke Sr.
Hey, Dukes, you're on the line. Tell us about the new book.
All right, this on the instant feedback.
You want to make sure your carry-on fits.
Is Al going to shut up? If he doesn't, I'm going to watch my new Tron DVD. Ron or Tron. Al, why don't you try to book us somebody about the new Tron DVD, which I'm dying to see?
Yeah, 20th anniversary edition.
I hadn't heard of that.
Why don't you get me free DVDs? Is that a problem for the show? Put that down.
Does Dr. Puff have free DVDs?
No, he's just a book author.
You tell, actually, every time you get somebody who wants to do the show, go, are you willing to send Ron a DVD? No matter who it is.
Sir, I'm an author.
Yeah. Why don't you run out to Blockbuster, pick me up something nice. Something with extras, too.
Oh, should I get fun? I don't know.
Dr. Puff. I'm serious.
It sounds made up.
No, he's a psychologist. He's been studying this for a long time.
This show?
I bet he doesn't even show.
What's he saying? You don't have to be mad to fight?
No, I mean, there are ways to... you know how everyone's always telling me I should just punch Joe here when I'm
wait
working?
a minute. I say, so this is your chance to get therapy.
No, I mean, it's something for everybody, not just me, but I'll be listening to see what he has to say, because I'm sure I'll learn something.
So he's going to say, when you're surrounded by the guys from the O&A show, and you're threatening to smash the pinball machine, what should you do in that situation instead of fight?
Yeah, how to channel your anger appropriately and not just fly off the handle.
You don't fly off the handle.
I know.
I'm the one who flies off the handle. And if you book this guy for me, Al, I'm going to beat your heart out of your chest. I'm going to sit down on top of you and keep punching your chest until the heart pops out.
I think it's out.
I wasn't thinking of one person that this guest was for. I just thought everybody within the show.
All right, I know you think that Fez gets angry.
You think I get angry?
Well, here's what you're considered, Fez, a perfectionist.
Oh, okay. All right, that'll give you.
So the fact that Fez likes nice things.
Yeah, I mean.
So you think he can help me?
I think he can help everybody. I mean, everybody gets angry.
What do you think everyone needs?
I think it'll be different.
You seem like the only one who is angry.
Would you rather that we're angry or we're bored? Because it sounds like we're heading towards bored tonight.
No, not bored.
I know one thing, I'm starving. What did we think of Wonder Boy? And what happened with you, thinking about things like this? No pizza for me.
I'm having enough. Oh, no pizza?
No. If that would happen, seriously, I'm getting so angry I can't stand it. Fez, you got an idea? You're hungry, right?
I'm hungry.
You said that you were eating cereal during O&A and then you had to stop eating.
I'm having a nice bowl of Smart Start during the O&A show, and they start reliving the puking thing from the Boston Road show, where the guys were eating the puke that Stinky had to dig out of the garbage dumpster after people had already thrown it up, and I just threw my bowl of cereal away. I was done with it.
Well, I'm hungry for something.
Feels like an Arby's night.
Oh, that's a possibility.
Maybe this Dr. Puff can make us,
Dr. Puff.
Cream Puffs.
Make a decision on our food trail.
Cheese Puffs.
Hey, Dave, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Dave.
Hey guys, how you doing?
I don't know. I'm upset.
Hey, I buy weed from a guy named Dr. Puff.
Seriously. It sounds like a bad dragnet.
He's non-violent too, man. Just don't touch his stash. He'll kill your ass.
This Dr. Puff is on. Thank you, Dr. Puff.
Hello, Dr. Puff.
Dr. Puff, one of our guys is angry. What do you think he's got him so upset?
I think it's the cage. I think he hates the cage that he's in.
Hey, Johnny Hard Rock.
Johnny!
Hello, fellas.
Hey, Johnny Hard Rock. How you doing, buddy?
I'm like a food superhero, I decided just now.
It's Captain Hard Rock to the rescue.
Somebody in the city's hungry.
Here's the only problem with you, Johnny, that you're always forgetting that dessert is part of the meal.
I thought you got dessert last time.
No. Either that or Al gave it to Dr. Puff.
Right.
Dr. Puff may want some dessert.
I think Dr. Puff wrote a book on this. Dessert is part of the meal.
Dr. Puff sounds like he might be a drug dealer, actually.
Johnny, what's happening over at the Hard Rock Cafe? What do you got happening there lately?
Burgers, fries, the usual.
I'm starving. Now I'm starving. You guys got great burgers and fries, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I'll give you the best. Yeah, let's go with Hard Rock tonight. Feels like Hard Rock night.
Nice.
No problem.
Hold on, Johnny. Nobody's better.
All right.
All right.
Thank you, Johnny. Johnny Hard Rock Cafe in Manhattan, West 57th Street.
I might even need to get a shake out of that whole situation.
Ooh.
All right, put a shake down there, would you?
Now you're talking.
He's just scribbling again.
I wrote,
Son of a bitch. I wrote shake.
You know, when I heard that thing the other day, that when we talk to you, you just act like you're writing notes.
No, I really write the note.
You're going to end up living under Earl's desk with that girl.
Ronnie, you said shake, and then when you turned around just now, he shook his assy at you.
Here, why don't you ask Dr. Puff this? Why are you not banging this chick when you have the chance?
He's not God.
You going to ask him that?
No, he's dealing with the anger issue.
Maybe you need to talk to Dr. Pump.
Dr. Five Pump.
All right, I'm just going to ask you one more time. Swear into baby Jesus.
Yes.
You didn't bang this girl?
No.
Some people think that you have.
Who?
Well, some of the board people said that they heard that you did. I thought it came from her.
The board people aren't going to be anyone listening to Dr. Puff.
It's That's P-O-R-E-D.
Oh, sorry.
We have board people listening to our show. But it's unusual for the girl to be making up stories about the guy.
Oh, did I do him?
Al, don't even look at this. Go run out with you know what we want with Johnny Hard Rock,
yes.
right?
All right.
Tell him a shake, too, because I'm just...
I'll take a Nilla shake.
And send Dr. Puff over there.
Me, too. Not some chocolate animal.
Thank you, Al. Listen.
No offense to you, Earl. What I meant is, you know, I don't need chocolate all the time.
Right.
I ordered chocolate milk the other day when I got that egg sandwich. It was so effing chocolate, I almost had a heart attack sitting here.
Like that Willy Wonka river.
I went into a sugar rush. It is Black History Month, though, Fezzy.
That's true, it is. February has begun, and Black History Month always a part of it.
So, Joe Poo, who handles a lot of the commentary for us.
Mm-hmm. And public service directing.
He's the assistant public service director.
He's hoping to be the actual public service director one day. Right now he's just assistant, so he handles all this stuff for the show.
Give me time, I'll be sleeping at Earl's desk.
You know, why don't we play that when we come back from a break? We got a break, and then we got the bad doctor.
Okay.
All right, we come back with Joe Poo.
All right. 877-692-1027. We're Ron and Fez.
Ron and Fez. 1027 WNEW.
I'm Joe Poo. It's February, and this is my salute to Black History Month. Tonight's Black History shout-out goes to Harriet Tubman. She helped to free the slaves, but when I see a picture of her, it frees my soul. I'd let her shackle me up and teach me a lesson or two. Harriet Tubman makes me want to grab a waffle and sop up her syrupy, wheezy Jefferson goodness. And what a fine ass. Underground Railroad, buy me a ticket on the love train. 'Cause I'd ride that fine caboose north, south, east, and west. She'd be calling me Conductor Poo by the time we hit Savannah, Georgia. Black History Month. You love it your way, I'll love it my way.
Thank you, Joe Poo, for that salute to Black History Month. We're on a Fez. 877-692-1027. Coming up, Al Duke's first guest he's ever booked on this show. By the way, you can get registered all this week to take the Hotwire Travel Challenge on Friday. If you're chosen to be the one taking the Hotwire Challenge, you can win a Hotwire travel voucher valued at $1,000. You can use that to purchase airfare, car rentals, or hotel accommodations at Hotwire for the destination of your choice.
I'm all yours.
That was nice, Joe. You did a nice job.
You liked them?
Yeah.
Thank you for handling the public affairs for the station.
No problem. It's my
Well,
job.
actually, I didn't hear it, but it was nice being able to walk out of the studio for a minute while you were doing something.
That's always nice.
It's the only thing I really liked about it. I don't know if Joe's getting any kind of following or what, Fez.
It's hard to tell.
There's a negative following.
Oh, yeah, that's easy to spot. Sure.
But somewhere along the line, I'd like to see him get a positive following.
Me too.
Any sort of positive feedback would be nice.
Yeah, for a change.
Well, I'm a negative guy with a negative following.
Hey, Chris, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, was that the sweet Melissa Moan, Ron?
There you go, Chris. There's a winning cowbell.
All right.
All right, hold on, my friends.
Chris, you hold on. You're going to the big-ass prize closet. You want a gift certificate to Avante Salon and Spa. They're going to treat you nice there. AvanteSalonSpa.com online. Or give them a call, 732-780-0222.
All right, Al Dukes booked a guest tonight, Fezzi. It's Dr. Robert Puff. He's written a book called Anger Work.
And I guess it's how to deal with your anger.
Yeah, I guess he'll explain it to us. Angerwork.com if you're interested. And we do have Dr. Robert Puff on the show right now. I think, Al, you need to be in here for this, too, since you're the one having a problem with your anger.
True.
Dr. Puff, welcome to Ron and Fez.
Thanks, Ron and Fez.
Hi, Dr. Robert Puff.
How you guys doing?
Tell us a little bit about the book you put together.
Well, the title's Anger Work, How to Express Your Anger and Still Be Kind. And it's basically how to deal with your anger, because we're all angry, and it's getting it out without basically destroying the relationships in your life, because a lot of us are angry. I'm sure a lot of the listeners are. And we're so used to when we're angry, it's either beating the crap out of someone or keeping it inside. And Anger Work's doing neither of those two, but it's really taking your anger out at objects instead of on people. And that's why I call it Anger Works, how to express your anger and still be kind.
Now, I noticed this, Doctor, that if people yell a lot, they have to work on their anger. And then other people who suppress it have to work on their anger. No one ever seems to do this right, as far as any of the therapists ever said.
Yeah, it's hard, because in life, it's like, we get in trouble if we express it. We get in trouble if we keep it inside. So what do we do with it? And, why we get in trouble, why I think it's hard for people to do it right, is, when you get angry, you want to take care of it right now, or we go the other extreme, we want to just not do anything with it, and either of those things get us in trouble. And what Anger Works about is basically, saying, really your anger's okay. It's a natural emotion. We all are angry. We get angry. We can get angry over a variety of things, from bad things happening to us, or even just sad things happening to us. And what anger is, what I call Anger Work, it's a way to get over stuff without hurting other people.
All right. So what do we do? If I'm angry at Al Dukes, let's say Al has another bad show, what do I do to him?
Well, the first thing is, if you're really angry, you probably don't want to say anything. And then what you want to do is say, I'm going to deal with my anger first, get it out, kind of blow off some steam, like maybe on the way home, or if you're driving, you can take the subway, just allow yourself there when other people aren't around, like stomp your feet, squeeze the steering wheel. When you get home, maybe go for a walk, get a punch bag.
Why wouldn't it be better just to tell that person you're angry with the way they're acting?
Well,
especially when it just happens.
Stomping my feet.
Well, when it just happens, you're going to probably say something. You may say something you regret. I mean, you might say something that you regret, and then that he's going to get you back, and you're going to get your back, and you're going to keep getting each other back. So you end up, I spent some time in Lebanon. You end up in Lebanon, where they've had a war go on for 1,000 years, and it's kind of the event.
I like to whack all those bastards. I got to tell you the truth.
Seriously.
I get angry when I look at the news. I figure that we really haven't done much about this. All right, we're going to take some questions. If you have anger problems, we have Dr. Robert Puff, and it's angerwork.com. And Anger Work is the name of the book. Is it available just at the website?
Yeah, right now it's brand new. It just came out in paperback, so it's brand new. So that's the easiest way. Or you can call 1-800-BOOK-LOG. That's 1-800-BOOK-LOG. And tell them that you heard me on, the WNEW, and that you can get a 30% discount.
Okay, nice.
All right.
That's something to be angry about.
So the best way to deal with anger, never actually do it with the person, right?
Right. Never do it at person. You can journal. You can write. In my book, I give about 100 different things you can do. But really, the best thing is to say to yourself, what makes me feel good when I feel angry? Like, do I like to, go down and, shoot some baskets?
I'll tell you this, though. Now, just to say, Al Dukes, our producer, does this. When he's angry at me and Fez, he goes in the room in front of the other employees and kicks stuff and punch stuff. Then they come back and tell us, and that makes us mad because it seems like he's putting on a show about how much he doesn't like us.
Yeah, in that case, you're correct. If he's going to do anger work, he can't do it where you know about it. That's correct.
Or anyone. He's showing off in front of people how good he can punch a wall.
That's right. It's okay if he punches the wall as long as it doesn't get back to you guys, and that he doesn't hurt his own hand.
I wish he would. Seriously, I told him the best way to handle it is to shoot himself. Is that wrong?
Yeah, probably.
All right, here's Chrissy. Chrissy, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, Chrissy.
Hi.
What can we do for you, honey?
I had a horrendous fight with my sister, and
scratching?
She said no, it was words.
she said some extremely mean things to me, very hurtful things to me, and I can't let go.
What did she say to you? Whore?
Well, one of our parents just passed away, and she just told me that my parents had said some things about me, and
your dead parent?
Huh?
She said that, like, the dead parent really didn't love you?
Yeah, pretty much. That they expected not good things from me.
Mm-hmm. And that makes you sad?
And they got him.
Well, it makes me sad. It makes me mad. I know she said it just to hurt me.
Maybe not, though. Maybe that person didn't like you and then died. Maybe your dad didn't like... Was it your dad?
Yeah.
Okay. So she said your dad never really thought you were going to be anything, your dad who just died.
Well, the thing is that I'm the good child. I'm the one that went to college. I'm the one that has never gotten divorced.
All right, so it seems like you feel like you're above her. That's great.
No.
She should be angry.
Right.
Well, I am angry and very hurt.
All right, Dr. Puff, this Chrissy that's on right now, would you say she's a bad person?
No, none of us are bad.
Oh.
But I think the
What about
truth is-
Hitler?
Well,
bad.
I mean, they do bad things, but deep down we know we're all the same. And I think in Christy's case, it's the fact that what's happening with her, I mean, it really goes to show that when you take your anger out on other people, it causes a lot of damage. And that's a good example of that. And that's, unless you truly want to live the rest of your life, look in the mirror and saying, God, I can't believe I said that to someone, then you probably don't want to do it because it can really hurt other people.
All right, so how does she deal with the fact that her sister said that her dead dad said that Chrissy was no good? That was his almost dying words, right, Chrissy?
Well, pretty much she said that, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's two parts. One is to acknowledge that it really hurt, to be honest about that, say, wow, that really smarted. I can't believe anyone would say that to me. And I think the other thing is, and then allow yourself to feel that pain, but not at the person. Don't go back to them. I mean, that's where you get into the punching act. You get them back and you think of mean things to say to them, and then they say mean things to you. In families, you get it so often after people die, they never talk to each other ever again. I mean, that may feel good, but in the long run, I don't think that's the way we're meant to live. And I think it's just acknowledging that, hey, she really hurt me. I'm not going to do it back to her. I'm not going to just turn the other cheek. That's what I mean by holding your feelings inside. I'm going to let myself be angry. I mean, like in Christy's case, maybe it's going to be going down to the gym and just be really angry at her sister when she's doing stair step or something. But there's a million things you
that
do.
never gets me over it.
Chrissy, have you had sex with a lot of people in your life? Has your sister?
No. I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. You might want to bring that up to her.
Yeah. See,
when we're
No.
pointing out fault.
Maybe like who's the whore or who's ended up owning half the guys in Jersey, something like that.
Well, I'm not. I just don't want to because I know that if I strike back, nothing good is going to come of it.
Good point.
I don't know.
Huh.
And I want to keep the family the way it is.
Did your sister go to college?
No.
All right, hold that over her head. You're the one with the degree, and let her know you're smarter than her so that you would know these things.
My thing is, I just want to know how to let it go myself. How to just...
You can't. Can you, Doctor?
Yeah, with time. It just takes a long time.
She has to convince
Long
herself
time.
that her dad didn't say this, did she? And she's having trouble with that because she thinks he might have.
Partially, but I think the other thing is realizing, getting in touch with your feelings, saying, it really hurt me what my sister said, and allow yourself to feel that.
What about drinking or drugs?
Not a good idea.
In this particular situation?
Or across the board?
Only if you're really upset, not a good idea. It's fine to go out and you're having a good time. If you're having a bad time, not a good idea.
Not to do any of those things. I don't think my father said those things, but...
Maybe he did, honey. Let it go. What was the exact thing that he said, that your dad said, your dad did?
It's just a big mess.
Just say it, honey.
That they wasted money on your education?
No.
What was it?
That I acted the way they expected me to, and I don't think I did.
Well, how did you... I don't understand. Oh, God.
It's a big mess. It truly is.
Even if it was so bad that you actually killed your dad, I don't think that that's something that you should hold on to. Should you, Dr. Puff?
No, correct.
Yeah.
Did you, Christy?
If it happened, it was an accident.
Come on, guys. No. I do understand I have to let it go. It's just so recent, and it just hurts me because I have not allowed myself to mourn my father's death.
Maybe you're still mad at him.
for saying those things.
It hurts me to think that he probably thought that.
Yeah, maybe you're mad at him, not your sister.
Good point.
Well, I don't think so.
This is, I don't know, and I'm not a doctor myself, but this is one of those things where the booze would come in.
Or to me, to get out and do something physical, punch a punching bag.
There we go. That's a better idea.
Dance on someone's grave, swim some laps.
Exactly.
Well, the swimming will be good, yeah.
Or talking to a friend, telling them about how painful it is.
You have any friends, Chrissy?
Yeah, I do.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, Fez, here's that $10 bill.
Thank you.
I just lost a bet.
Well, guys, I love you. I've listened to you from when you started.
Thank you so much, honey.
Okay.
And don't let this whole dad thing get to you.
Right. Is your sister older or younger?
She's younger.
Ah.
How much younger?
No chance of her going first then, is there?
What if she's
2 years.
I don't know, honey. I would just take it to Dr. Puff. Is there any way that, I don't know whether there's like a voodoo thing or a curse. I don't know if that works.
Right.
But those people seem to be so much happier and they're taking charge of their life. Well, we're not.
I guess I'll try voodoo.
Christy?
Okay.
Christy, if you could email me at my webpage, and just you can go to my webpage and email me. I'll send you a free book.
That's angerwork.com?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, doctor.
You're welcome.
Now,
Okay, bye.
should she send a picture of herself?
Nah, just email.
Chrissy, why don't you send me a picture of yourself?
You can send
no.
it right.
All right? Something type.
Angerwork.com?
Angerwork.com.
My email address is on there.
All right, Chrissy, send us a picture of yourself, a picture of the sister, and we'll decide who's right from there.
Okay.
All right?
Thank you, guys. Bye.
You're welcome. Wow, you get some real loons, huh, Doc?
Well,
how do you deal with that?
She's in a lot of pain, so
You
it's
think?
hard. It's hard when bad things happen to you like that. It's really painful. So
You know what's lucky for me, though? Not one bad thing's ever happened.
you are lucky, I have to admit.
That's great.
Yeah. I don't know why. I guess because I'm Catholic.
Some people live charmed life.
I'm starving for charms.
Chops.
All right, George. George, you're on with Dr. Puff from angerwork.com. The name of the book is Angerwork.
Hey, Dr. Puff.
Hi, how are you?
See, I have this friend, right? And the thing is, like, we were hanging out, getting drunk, and we sort of tricked him into kissing a guy. And after he kissed the guy, he, like, totally lost it. He kicked over, like, a good friend of ours' foosball table and broke it. And, like, I wanted to know, how do you get a person who's drunk out of their mind and blacked out, supposedly, to try to deal with their anger in that situation?
All right, thank you very much, George.
Good question,
Thank you,
George.
So, he, as a joke, got his friend to kiss a guy.
Right.
And then later that guy got angry. How do you deal with that? How do you calm down a drunk, Dr. Puff?
You really don't.
No?
So, when the person's drunk, you probably aren't going to calm them down.
Yeah.
What do you just get away from them?
So
Yeah,
true.
good point. That would probably be the best thing. Get away, and probably don't pull tricks like that on them either. So.
Right, but it's still, how drunk would you, I mean, let's suppose you were drunk, Dr. Puff. You're not going to make out with a guy, right?
I hope not.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you were blindfolded. I'm assuming that's how it happened.
I'm taking it this way. No straight guy
Right.
is going to get himself in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
877-692-1027. Angerwork.com. The book is Angerwork. I'm learning a lot tonight, Buzz.
This is very interesting. I didn't realize there was all those angry people.
I always thought that I handled it well by expressing myself immediately. I
Right.
thought that was the thing to do. But you're saying no, huh, Dr.
No,
Puff?
not really. I mean, you can do that. You'll feel good immediately, but
I do.
Yeah, but long run, I think. Well, unless you don't care for anyone, then it's cool. But if you actually care for other people, it's probably not going to be a good idea in the long run.
It's never a good idea to do it in the heat of the moment.
No.
I
Never.
would be furious with myself for not handling it then.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it does feel better, but boy, it can really backfire on you. I think there are people that might be good at it, but I think they're like Mother Teresa's and stuff.
Thank you.
And most of us, you might be one of those, but I haven't met too many, so I haven't met her once. But
She's a Catholic also.
yes, she is, and she was
Yeah.
a great lady.
Yeah.
You a Catholic, Dr. Puff?
No, I'm not.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry.
Well, there's some nice non-Catholics. That Martin Luther
Sure.
King, it's his month. He was good. 877-692-1027. Hi, you're on with Dr. Puff. We're talking about Angerwork, angerwork.com.
Hello, you're on with Dr. Pop.
Hello.
Hello.
Cyrus calling from Bay Ridge, Brooklyn. Hello, Dr. Puff.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Iris.
I wanted to talk to you about anger management. I have a friend, let's just call him Fed, that makes me very angry.
All right.
And then also, are you familiar with Bay Ridge?
No, I'm not.
It's in Brooklyn.
There's a lot of, let's say, different people moving in, of different ethnic backgrounds. How do you deal with that?
And this makes you angry?
I'm talking to the doctor, please. What do you do, doctor?
Well, in your case, it probably would be a good idea to try to understand why that makes you angry. My guess is there's something in your past that makes you angry at other ethnicities.
It's gone on for a couple of thousand years, if you get my drift.
Yeah, and you might want to spend some time, instead of dealing with your anger at them, directly, try to say, can I deal with my anger about these different ethnicities and kind of get over it so I can be more...
It's one in particular.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Rep.
Excuse us, Iris?
They're different than us.
Mm-hmm. I don't understand where this is a problem that would make you angry.
Well, it's a problem in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
We used to have a lot of Italians who, they hit their wives, but most of the crime is mafia or mafia. Where these people, I think we know what they're like.
All right, Iris, I think you're generalizing an awful lot.
I'm trying to, thank you. Dr. Puff, what should I do? Deal with it? Something?
I would probably...
Or wait to a different time and then deal with it.
Yeah, and I would really try to get in touch with why I'm angry at these other people and try to heal from
Well, there's a smell problem, for one. And they bring the neighborhood down. And the music, it just sounds like someone beating a cat on the wall. It's not music.
Do you think this is their problem or Iris's problem, Doctor?
Whose problem is it?
I think it's probably more Iris's, even though she may, like with the music and stuff, she may...
I'm betting this. Your neighborhood's lily white, am I right, Doctor?
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm. But then you're going to have to tell me how to live. I'm going to hang up now.
Iris, you asked for advice.
I ask for advice and I get what? I get scorned.
You did not get scorned. Do you want to go to the website?
I offered up my innocence and you handled it with scorn. Come in, I said, I'll give you shelter from the storm.
Thank you.
So what should I do? Just move on? Take another call?
This isn't you. You're not taking calls. You're the caller.
Okay. Thank you, and I'll hang up and listen to the advice.
Thank you, Iris.
Bye, Iris.
Thank you for all the help. You really I think it's going to be different now. I think now I can move on.
Did you get some insight into your life, Iris?
Well, I understand that the main thing is that maybe my dad didn't say it, or maybe my sister is jealous because I went to school.
That wasn't you. That was Chrissy, a previous caller.
Oh, he helped her. Thank you, Doctor.
You're welcome.
All right. Thank you, Iris.
We're trying to figure some of this stuff out, Fezzy. And it's never easy.
No,
Angerwork.com. Angerwork is the name of the book.
And we have Dr. Robert Puff on the line.
Hey, now, Doctor, when you're dealing with a person like Iris who sounded a little older,
right?
They're not going to change, are they?
It's harder, but you still can. I actually work with people that are in their 80s. It's a lot harder.
They're stealing money.
But you can. It's just you're going to have to work a lot harder at it.
But when you're angry all your life, how do you change that around?
Right. And how much better they're going to be good for the next 3 years?
Right.
You know, I've seen this little cartoon. It says, if you're angry, don't say anything. And it has this old guy sitting in the chair. It says, George hasn't talked for 20 years. And, and some people, it might be better that they just don't interact with people that they're angry at if that's the best that they can do.
And that's a cartoon?
Yeah.
Here's Jennifer.
Not funny.
Jennifer, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Jennifer.
Hi.
Hey, say hi to Dr. Puff.
Hi, Dr. Puff.
Hi, Jennifer.
My problem is when my husband and I go over the same argument, I'll start at the level that I got to in the argument the last time we had it,
Mm-hmm.
and it just escalates and escalates.
Why don't you get off his back?
What?
What are you guys fighting about all the time?
Well, it'll be different things. For example, he'll be tired, and he wants to go to bed, so he'll say, come on, let's go to bed, and I'll say, well, I'm not really tired yet. I'll be in bed in about an hour.
Right.
And then he'll just, well, why not? Why don't you want to go to bed? I'm just not tired.
All right, I'm going to guess this. All right, I'm going to guess this.
Wow.
He ain't asking her to go to bed because he wants to sleep, Doctor. Am I right?
It
Oh,
sounds
no,
like
usually he's falling, like he's literally falling asleep. I can see him falling asleep in the
Why don't you
bed.
climb in and maybe he wants to knock the dust off of it? Why do you got to be so
Sure.
mean?
Maybe he wants some time under Earl's desk, as we put it around here.
Well, perhaps if we've already had time under the desk, it's even still the same thing.
All right, is this one of those people, Doctor, there's no way to help?
No, part of the problem is, Jennifer, you need to realize that he's trying to control you. But when he's controlling you, it doesn't mean in order to stop him from controlling you, that you have to get angry back at him. I mean, he truly is trying to control you. Get to bed, get to bed. But
Some
it doesn't
chicks
mean you have
love to be
get angry back
controlled.
at him.
Some chicks love it.
Yeah, I don't think it's very healthy, but that may be true.
I mean, this sounds like probably the least of their worries. What time they go to bed?
Well, I mean, that's just like one thing.
You ever fool around?
Any other kind of an argument, if we've had that type of an argument before, it's like I start, as soon as he brings it up, I'm already as angry as I was the last time we left off.
It sounds like you're nagging him about every little thing.
Get off his back.
No, he's nagging me.
Yeah, actually, that's what it sounds like.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Fez got it mixed up.
Huh.
So, but how do I
You
not
can't.
begin so angry? How do I start at, like, level 1, like most arguments start at the beginning?
All right, we're gonna
I already start at 10.
All right, you got me a little minute, so I'm going to let you go and let Dr. Puff deal with it, okay, Jim?
Okay. All right.
Wow. Sorry about that one, Dr. Puff.
That's right.
That guy should just get a divorce, right? There's
Some
no
people
hope there.
shouldn't. Some people shouldn't be married.
Right.
What do you? What would you tell that guy? Get out?
Well, I mean, in that case, it's a lot of it with her. Again, she's feeling controlled by him, and the way she's responding is with her anger. She needs to say, I can just say no, I'm not going to do that. He has to kind of basically sort of live with it. It's like, and then if he doesn't like that, if he gets more abusive, then you kind of bring in the higher guns. Hey, maybe you need to sleep somewhere else. Hey, maybe you need to sleep alone. You escalate it without
Really?
getting angry. You can set really good boundaries. You just don't get angry.
Anytime you tell him maybe you need to sleep alone, I think that's escalated.
That's not going to help.
Well, it will if she feels empowered to stand up for herself, and it sounds like she doesn't feel empowered unless she gets angry.
All right, here is Andre. Andre, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello?
Hello, Andre?
This is Andre, the king.
Yes, Andre, you're on with Dr. Puff.
Hello, Dr. Puff.
Hi, Andre.
What is your problem, Andre?
My problem is that I am a large man.
How big are you?
I'm 7'4", 560 pounds, but with no flaws.
All right, so what's the problem with being large?
Sometimes when I get angry, I lash out. I use my size against people.
So you get physical with people?
Right. I want to find a way to solve things that doesn't always involve a choke slam.
Dr. Puff, how do you deal with people who get physical right away?
Well, I mean, it's still ultimately a choice. I mean, I bet you, unless he's been in jail a lot of times, people can restrain themselves. It's still a choice. And in those situations...
What about that Mike Tyson, though? You see him?
Yeah, and he went to jail, too.
He's bad. I'm big, and I wouldn't even mess with him.
But no, Mike Tyson.
No.
He's from Brooklyn.
Sometimes what I'll do is, if I get angry, I'll throw someone into a corner and then just push my large butt into them.
I don't even know what you mean by that.
I kind of knock the wind out of them that way.
How common is that, Doctor, that people will get physical?
Do most people headbutt?
Actually pretty uncommon.
Yeah.
Most people tend not to. It's kind of more on the extreme level of anger.
Mm-hmm.
And truly, if they do it on a regular basis, they will end up in jail. That's why it's pretty uncommon.
Dr. Puff, let me ask you this. You think Dr. Dre is a real doctor?
I'm not even sure
I
what
do.
Dr. Dre is.
Yeah. I don't know. I've been hearing
Dr. Andre.
I've been hearing him. No, Dr. Dre's different. But I've been hearing about him, and I'm thinking the more I hear him, the more I doubt if it's even real.
I get teased a lot.
All right, Andre, is there any other way for you to deal other than physically with people?
I don't know. It seems like I could have a friend and win the tag team titles, and then they turn on me.
People turn on me all the time.
People turn on him.
And it kills me.
Doctor, is it a type of situation where we go back and, like, we're in the same patterns and we find the same kind of bad people to team up with?
I'm sorry, I'm not quite understanding your question.
Well, I'm saying if he keeps being in these bad relationships, is it because he's comfortable in those bad relationships?
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
Thank you.
Everything seems to be going good, and then next thing you know, they try to scare me with a snake.
Right.
I don't know where that comes from, Doctor.
Maybe if we put a snake on him.
No, Doctor, tell him no. That could not possibly work. What kind of snake therapy would work? That sounds crazy.
Doctor?
Yes? I'm a little lost on his question.
I have a big heart. I'm 7'4".
Right.
Good.
560 pounds.
But we're trying to understand you, Andre. Are you saying that you're phobic with snakes?
Yes, and then people take advantage of that. I knew a guy who used to bring a snake to the ring in a bag. He tied me up in the ropes, next thing you know, he put a snake on me.
Doctor,
where did it get off?
Is it a situation, and it's angerwork.com, Angerwork is the name of the book.
Right.
Would you say that that phobic people tend to be more angry?
No, tend to be not actually less angry,
Mm-hmm.
for the most part.
What if we throw a
Because they
snake
keep
on
their
them?
feelings inside, and part of phobia is them keeping their feelings inside, yeah.
Well, I mean, if you got a guy who's 6'11".
No, much bigger. 7'4".
7'4".
560 pounds. From Grenoble, France. I'm large.
Is that the type of situation where he feels because he's so large, he can only deal physically?
He probably has a history of being picked on, and he's probably responded back by defending himself, and I just think there's other ways he could find to defend himself.
Snakes?
Well, other ways. Anger work.
No, not snakes.
Yeah. I don't know if he's stood in a bucket of snakes, maybe.
Maybe I need a better manager.
Thank you, Andre.
Thank you.
Bye, Andre.
Bye.
All right, there's, we're going through some of this stuff, and Al, you have problem with anger. You run in the other room, you cry, and you punch things, right?
Yeah, I'll kick things.
Have you read the book yet?
Not yet.
All right, why don't you try it, and then we'll have Dr. Puff back on the air. Would you be willing to talk to him a little bit off the air, Dr. Puff?
Absolutely.
Angerwork.com. Angerwork is the name of the book. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Puff.
Bye, guys.
All right. We'll see you later.
All right. That was Al's first booking.
Here's one of the problems, though, and I think it might have went easier without people like Andre or Iris.
Yeah, exactly. Trying to horn in.
Yeah. Who do you got booked tomorrow?
I'm still working on tomorrow's guest book.
Try to make it bigger guest.
That shouldn't be bad.
Hey, why don't we play a game show next, Fuzzy, when we get back? And remember, good news, everybody this week is being registered.
That's right, to take the Hotwire Travel Challenge. We're going to pick a winner out of everyone who gets registered all week long on Friday. Take the Hotwire Challenge. You can win a travel voucher valued at $1,000. You can use that on Hotwire to get airfare, car rentals, or hotel rooms.
We'll be right back. You're listening to Ron and Fez.
Ron and Fez.
You're scaring me. Stop it.
102.7 WNEW.
Rosie O'Donnell comes out in her new book. Well, please turn to the page marked Fezitorial. Well. Rosie O'Donnell has decided to finally discuss her sexuality in her upcoming book. And I haven't seen people this upset about a new book since I put out my tell-all memoir about my summer with the youngest Gibb brother, entitled Anus and Andy. But what really flings my koosh ball is the fact that Rosie O'Donnell somehow feels the need to tell the world she's gay when the world, and I'm sure most parts of the solar system, already knew. Please, Rosie. This is like George Alexander announcing that he might be losing his hair. This is like O.J. telling us he has troubles with women. It's like Andrea Yates calling us from prison to let us know she doesn't care for children. Rosie, no announcement is necessary. It's like Ted Nugent telling us he's got a thing for hunting. It's Robin Williams revealing his body hair problem. It's Shrek yelling out to the world that he's green. Come on, Rosie. You announcing you're gay is like Ali Sheedy announcing she's getting up from the dinner table to puke. We already knew it. It's like Billy Staples telling us he can't handle his rum and coke. No, Billy, I didn't call you. Billy, I'm doing the Fezitorial. Would you get the hell out of here? Here, Billy, get the beer. Get the beer, Billy. It rolled under the couch. Good boy. Now, where was I? Oh, yes. Rosie admitting you're a lesbian is like Kathy Lee Gifford finally admitting that she has 2 kids. It's Roger Clinton saying to us, do you know who my brother is? Yes! It's like Christopher Reeve saying, you probably haven't noticed, but it's Muhammad Ali telling us he slowed down a bit. It's Left Eye informing us that she doesn't treat other people's property very well. It's Vanna White announcing that she knows the alphabet. For heaven's sakes, Rosie, it's like Natalie Wood contacting John Edwards to tell us that she wasn't a very good swimmer. It's completely unnecessary. But, you know, this whole thing reminds me of growing up in Pinellas Park, Florida, where we had a name for people who wrote books. We called them authors. I mean, really, we weren't complete morons. But it was there that I learned how important books are to people. I remember Mother going to the barn to give reading lessons to a handyman named Boo Boo. Mother would start off by reading to him. From what I could tell, Boo must have held the book close to his lap, and Mother would get down on her knees real close to read it. Their favorites were pop-up books. One time I heard Mother complaining that she wasn't going to wait all night for that thing to pop up. Once it popped up and actually squirted her. And that... Wait a minute. Mama had sticky pages. Anywho, Rosie O'Donnell, there's no need for you to shock us by revealing that you're gay. Next thing you know, you'll be telling us you have a weight problem. Rosie, you don't have to say a word. We like you no matter what. So send Caroline Ray back to her toll booth collecting money from billy goats that want to cross her bridge and keep your show. And Rosie, remember, we're here, we're queer, we will not disappear. This has been my Fezitorial. Thank you. Let Ronnie know the Fezitorial replay is over, please.
All right.
You didn't hear it, did you?
I was working on my anger.
Didn't hear it Friday, didn't hear it today.
You know, I got to tell this to Al Dukes. I didn't think that guest was going to be good, but he was probably the best guest you've ever booked. He really was, Al.
That's the only guest he's ever booked.
Well, he started, he set the bar high for himself. I would think we need better callers.
Mm-hmm.
I think we could do without Iris and Andre.
Well, you need someone on the phones, Ronnie.
Yeah.
That's what you need.
The person you're trying to reach is drunk. Please try your call again.
That's Billy, get the hell out of here!
Don't mind him. He just drunk, that's all.
Billy takes around the house.
I mean, not to recognize Iris's voice or even Andre.
Right.
Andre the G. We all know who that is.
Right. Why not just let the idiot Belcher through?
877-692-1027.
What did the guest say to you, Billy?
Weeble, you're the guy for me.
That is so nice. So they hit it off nicely.
Way to go, Rory. You set that stuff up, and who's hated for it? Me.
Ron Bennington.
Ronnie's hated.
Ronnie's just supposed to sit there in front of that and not push it?
You know the weird thing? I didn't know Andre had a problem with anger.
Yeah, on. You never know. Some of the quiet types, they seethe.
And I don't know whether he does need a better manager. I don't know.
Something.
We have this game show. Who wrote this one, Rory? Rory and Joe Poo?
That would be Billy.
Really?
Yeah. It's quite entertaining. It's called Patriot, or Patriot.
It's a brand new Patriot, or Patriot game show?
Yes, it is, and we have a little jingle for it, if you don't mind playing it.
Even though it sounds the same, it's kind of lame. It's the Patriot game.
I'm thinking one time only. We salute, I guess we're saluting the New England Patriots for winning the Super Bowl?
Yes, you're right.
How's this new game show work, Joe Poo?
Patriot, or Patriot. Guess 3 in a row to win. Determine whether it is a Revolutionary War Patriot, from the Patriot movie, or from the Patriots football team.
So we just give up trying. Is that the whole thing, Joe?
We throw in the towel at this point?
I say we go with this.
Sure you will.
Uh-huh.
Billy, do you think we should go with it?
All
right.
All right, whoever wins this is registered to perhaps take the Hotwire Travel Challenge on Friday. A chance to win a travel voucher from Hotwire worth $1,000. You can use it on airfare, car rentals, or hotel accommodations.
Aaron, you're on for this awful game. How are you, my friend?
Hey, Ron and Fez, what's going on?
Did you watch the Super Bowl?
Yes, I did.
Were you
Great
stunned?
game. I was quite excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got fun at the end. When people act like, oh, I hate it, they had to be a Rams fan. I mean, I picked the Rams, but I was rooting that they would kick that field goal at the end. I want to see the big upset.
Totally.
All right, let's play the stupid game.
First one, Moses Burbank.
All right, Moses Burbank. Aaron, tell him what kind of Patriot that is.
I'd say Moses Burbank was in the movie The Patriot.
Wrong.
Sorry.
What do you got to do, Joe? Get 3 Patriots?
You have to get 3 in a row to win.
Jesus.
3 in a row?
Tom, you're on Run and Fez.
Hello, boys.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Tom. All right, Joe Poo, give him a Patriot name. You got to tell him, I guess, movie Patriot.
Movie Patriot, Revolutionary War Patriot, or a professional football Patriot.
All right, got it.
All right.
Grant Williams.
That is a football player.
Correct.
Thank you.
2 to go.
All right.
2 more dull ones.
Benjamin Couch.
That is a Revolutionary War hero.
Correct.
All right, one more.
Thank you.
He invented the couch.
Isaac Pearson.
That is in the movie.
Wrong.
Oh,
You gotta be kidding me.
God.
Oh, jeez.
Tell me.
Later, boys.
We all feel your pain.
Sorry that this game ever got on.
Sorry.
Anthony, you're on Run and Fez.
Hey, Anthony.
How you doing? Big ass card holder 6105.
All right, make it easier.
Hope you know your Patriots.
I don't know about that, but
Logan Lerman.
football player.
Wrong.
Damn it.
Sorry.
Sorry. Did you say Logan Lineman?
Logan Lerman.
Oh.
Hey, Scott, you're on Run and Fez.
Buddy.
Hey, Scott.
Buddy.
Mike Compton.
Mike Compton, football player.
Okay. Second one is Daniel Carter.
Daniel Carter, not from the message board. Daniel Carter. I'm going to go with movie.
Sorry. Not as sorry as we are. Sorry.
Freddie, welcome to the worst game of all time.
Hi, Freddie.
Yeah, but I love the show anyway, man.
Thank you, Freddie.
Big ass card holder 6557.
All right, here's your first name.
Adam Baldwin.
Adam Baldwin.
I know his brother.
The movie.
Correct, sir. Matt Chatham.
Movie.
Oh, God. No, sorry.
Sorry, Freddie.
Sorry, this is an awful game. I'm sorry.
Sorry. By the way, you're playing for stuff in the big-ass prize closet at Al Duke's Mud Pack, which could include a $25 gift certificate to Famabilia, located in downtown Red Bank, New Jersey. Check them out at famabilia.com. Or perhaps a pair of tickets to see the Dave Mason Band at the Downtown. That's where we're going to be on the 22nd. Dave Mason will be in Farmingdale, Long Island on Thursday the 7th.
You know, a signed picture of Dave Mason actually costs more money than going to his show.
Really? You get that at Famabilia.
Joseph.
How you doing, guys?
Yeah, awful.
Joseph, you're on with Joseph Poo.
Your Patriot is Mel Gibson.
Movie.
Correct. Second one is Paul Clark.
Paul Clark. He's Patriot.
They're all Patriots.
What kind of Patriot?
I'm sorry, on the football team.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Running out of Patriots.
Maybe
Have
if
patience.
you make it nice and easy.
All right.
I thought you were going Mel Gibson, Drew Bledsoe.
Yeah.
We got out of this nightmare. Alan, you're on Run and Fez.
Hey, Alan.
Hey, what's up?
Alan, go ahead. Here's your Patriots.
Brian Cox.
Football.
Good. Tom Brady.
Revolutionary.
Jeez.
He's the Super Bowl MVP, Alan.
Alan, you don't watch much football on TV?
Go shove your contest.
He's right. That's what I hate. A heckler, that is right. Go shove your contest. You missed the Super Bowl MVP, my friend, not us. Rich, you're on Run Fez.
Buddy.
Hi, Rich.
833.
All right, boy. I want to see a big-ass winner here for a big-ass car holder.
So do I. Samuel Ames.
That's a Revolutionary War Patriot.
Correct. Jason Isaacs.
Football.
Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry. Do you not understand the concept?
I'm making them as easy as I can.
It's not that easy. Andrew, you're on Fez.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Andrew, you ready to play Patriot, Patriot, or Patriot?
I'll give it a try.
All right, go ahead, Joe Poo.
Heath Ledger.
Patriot football.
Sorry.
How can you not know who Heath Ledger is?
He thought he said Heath Schuler, and that would still be wrong.
Who wrote this game show?
That would be Billy.
The person you're trying to reach is drunk. Please try your call again.
At this point, he has no problem saying that Billy wrote it.
Right.
No.
Before he had problems. All right. Peter, you're the next contestant on Patriot, Patriot, or Patriot.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Here's your first name.
George Washington.
The war.
Okay.
The Revolutionary War.
Right.
That's great.
Drew Bledsoe.
I'm sorry, what was that?
That would be Drew Bledsoe.
I'm going to go with...
The great quarterback, Drew Bledsoe. What are you going with?
Football.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
And Kevin Folk.
Kevin Folk.
Kevin Folk.
Marshall's brother?
He's fast.
Yeah, he is fast, but he's a good player.
I'm going to have to go with football.
You got it.
We got a winner, Peter. There's the winning cowbell. Hang on, you're going to the big-ass prize closet. Al Dukes is going to clamp together his buns over the bin of prizes and pick you out a mud pack.
Now, even more importantly than that, you're registered for this week's big contest.
That's right, the Hotwire Travel Challenge coming up on Friday. We'll pick one person out of everyone who gets registered this week, their chance at a travel voucher from Hotwire worth $1,000.
Now, let me take a look at that game show, Patriot, Patriot, or Patriot.
Go ahead, let Ronnie see that. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Thank you, boys. Rory, I give you full responsibility for that. Okay? You're acting producer while Al went insane and that guy's writing game shows. You've had better breeding.
You know better than that, Rory. We'll have to end up playing the Count the Tic-Tac game.
What is that?
6.
What is that? Obsessive compulsive?
I think Al's still on the line with the anger doctor.
I heard him yelling that for you with the anger doctor.
Oh, not in our poor Dr. Puff.
The anger doctor, after going through Iris and Andre the Giant, called back and was calling us a couple of a-holes and says he was going to kill us.
Now, yesterday's Super Bowl, was that the biggest upset?
Of all time?
Yeah.
No, because you had the original Jets, Colts. That was
right, yeah.
19-point spread.
Wow.
5 points more.
I think last night that Super Bowl ended up the highest 14.5 right before game time.
Yeah. But pretty tremendous upset, don't you agree?
Yeah. I enjoyed that upset.
Yeah, me too.
Never been a huge Patriots fan.
No, me neither.
Even less of a Rams fan.
But, when you expect somebody to win.
Right, yeah. And then it doesn't happen, then there's something you can all sit there and enjoy.
Right.
Nice big fat upset for yourself.
Now, the original Patriots had to be considered a huge upset. The Patriots over the Brits.
Oh,
Nobody was looking for that.
Right.
Then we were in another one when we were favored, when you look at Vietnam over the United States of America.
Upset the other way.
Talk about an upset. I mean, we went into that one thinking it was a slam dunk.
Mm-hmm.
And again, defense.
Right.
Defense wins the big battles.
Talking about stuff like that when Afghanistan took it to Russia.
Right.
And everyone told us, beware Afghanistan.
Right.
Because Russia went toe-to-toe 10 years with those creeps.
And got nothing.
Right.
Then we went in and we thought, okay, this is the 10-year war the president was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
It was over months.
Because it happened to Russia. Upset.
World War II was an upset.
How do you figure?
The Japanese were supposed to take us down.
I don't know. The situation there is we had everybody on our side. How the hell were they ever going to pull that one off?
Right.
And, Japanese and Germany, they said, okay, we're friends, but at the last possible second.
Uh-huh.
It's only because it's the only other person that didn't hate them.
Well, I always wondered, like, in that war, Japan, so tiny, China so large, and yet Japan invading China. I don't see how you could actually have that happen.
And whip their ass.
Yeah.
They were beating the hell out of them before we got involved.
Yeah.
But, Fezzy, again, they didn't have guns in China at the time. They're swinging swords.
Seems like on manpower alone.
Right. Yeah, but how, if you got a bullet for each body, you're going to do okay for yourself.
877-692-1027.
Maybe biggest upset of all time, David over Goliath.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the money, I think it wasn't even on the boards anymore. Nobody thought Goliath would go down.
The Philistines just laughing at David as he showed up. And took down their big gun.
Hey, Jesse, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Jesse.
Hey, yeah, I just wanted to talk about how Osama bin Laden managed to escape after Bush promised his capture. That's a big upset.
Well, do we even know if he has escaped or maybe he's laying under the rubble? We don't know that yet.
So far, it seems to be an upset.
Yeah, but, you can't really... It's not over yet.
Yeah, but we killed all those Taliban and the innocent casualties, and we haven't even found our man.
All right, Jesse, what if he's laying under a cave, all busted up?
Yeah, that would be nice, but it would also be good if we could show his skull to the American people just to make kids like me feel we did the right thing.
All right, Jesse.
Kids.
If you're not going to listen to me, kid.
Well, I think if he is dead,
30.
No one's going to report it. I mean, they're going to want us looking for bin Laden as long as we can to throw them off.
I'm sure they don't even know. How the hell would they know? You think he's talking to them much even if he did get out? I'm telling you, the last thing this son of a bitch is doing is getting on a phone and telling people he's okay.
All we heard about is those Tora Bora caves and what a network they are, what a maze, and you can never find anyone in there, blah, blah, blah. So if he's down there in a collapsed cave, gee whiz, they ain't going to dig him out immediately.
Well, he's either got to be dead down there or he's alive down there or he's somewhere else. But no way you look at it, it looks like it's going to take us a while to find his ass.
Yeah.
But I think we got to come up with a carcass. I do agree with the kid that we got to be able to take this guy and say, look, everybody, he's dead.
Take the beard on parade.
Yeah, I would definitely. I'd put it on the head of a stick and mark it around the next Mardi Gras. That's it. It's just Osama bin Laden's head coming down the street.
Use that instead of the Olympic torch in Utah.
Hey, just light his hair on fire and go running up the Olympic steps with it. Light it. Place would go nuts. Hey, Jack, you were on the Ron and Fez show. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Jack.
Good evening, fellas. What's going on?
Cool in the gang, my man.
How about a little 1980 USA Olympic hockey over Russia?
That's great upset.
Now, is that the guys that are lighting the torch this time?
Oh, yeah.
Is it the hockey team?
Al Michaels, do you believe in miracles? Yes!
Yeah, that was a huge upset.
And that wasn't even the finals, right? Then they had...
No, it was the thing before the finals.
Right.
But nobody was going to beat Russia.
I mean,
not
on the ice.
Even if it wasn't the finals, that would have been a fantastic upset. But the fact that we were able to go on and win that next game, that made it just so sweet. So perfectly sweet. And literally, that was the end of Russia as a superpower.
Right.
They started crumbling. The wall was falling down a few years later. They had nothing left.
Well, what's nice about that is we had just gotten the Iranian hostages back, the 79 hostage crisis.
Yeah, right.
So then we got to enjoy start strutting a little bit again.
Yeah, after we got made asses out of by the Carter administration.
For 444 days.
All right, we're talking about big upsets, and I always like an upset. You got to give it to the Patriots. Of course, the Mets, huge upset over the Orioles in '69.
Right, gigantic upset.
And it's very, very rare to have that kind of a big upset in a championship game.
Yeah. Oh, I remember watching this one. Buster Douglas over Mike Tyson in Tokyo.
Great fight. For whatever reason, Buster Douglas never had a good fight after.
No, actually ate himself into a sugar coma.
But literally ridiculous fighter after that. But that night, he whipped Mike Tyson's ass.
Yeah. I think that was not long. I think it was right after the divorce with Robin Givens.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It was about that time.
Right.
It all starts to run. It was like in the late 80s, right?
Yeah.
Here is Mark. Mark, you're on Ron and Fez. We're talking upsets.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, Fez.
Hey, buddy.
Biggest upset. Mets over the Boston Red Sox in '86. When the ball went in between the first baseman's legs.
Now, would you? I don't even remember who was favored in that series.
The Red Sox were favored.
They were definitely favored.
Yeah.
The fact there, you know, if they were just one straight out, but the fact of the matter of the game was over, and that ball went right through Buckner's legs, still gets brought up. Got brought up yesterday at the Super Bowl.
Right.
No Buckner's legs this time. They say after the game's over.
Right. What was it to the kicker? The New England kicker? You're not Bill Buckner.
Right. Now,
What a crazy thing to say to someone.
If I'm Bill Buckner, I'm never watching TV again. Forget it. I'm never living in America. I'm living anywhere they speak a different language.
Bill Buckner comfortably living in Paris.
Yeah. Ain't even there. Excuse me. Didn't you lose that ball?
The ball between the legs?
Why didn't you just bend over? You didn't even drop to the knees.
Oh,
you had all the time in the world. Block it with your body.
Oh, Mookie.
It's, it's amazing. All right, the biggest upset is going to be Billy Staples kicking Perry ass. That would be an upset, I'm telling you that.
That's going to be Billy Staples taking on Perry Noyd at the Big Ass Night of Fights, February 22nd, the downtown in Farmingdale, Long Island.
Here's our good buddy, Mikey D, Fezzy. Mikey D, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Mikey.
Hey, Ron. Hey, Fez.
Hey, buddy.
What about Billie Jean versus Bobby Riggs?
Now, that was the first time a woman ever beat a man. I saw the movie not too long ago.
With Holly Hunter?
Yeah. I don't really remember the event that much, though. I was a little kid then. Did you remember it at all, Mikey?
I was a little kid as well.
Yeah. I know it was
I'm a Billie Jean lover.
yeah. Well, I know that her and Elton John were friends. However that works out. All right, thanks.
I think they're dating.
That definitely had to be an upset.
Right in the Astrodome.
Yeah.
So, even though Bobby Riggs, much older than her.
Yeah, but it's still a man beating a woman.
Right.
You know, getting beat by a woman. That's just rare to happen anywhere in sports, no matter what. Here is Brent. Brent, you're on the Ron and Fez show, buddy.
Hey, Brent, what can we do for you?
Big card hold number 11687.
What's up, Brent?
Yeah, I got Lance Armstrong over the Italian in the 1999 Tour de France.
When he came back from the cancer?
Yep.
Yeah.
When he was actually favored, the American team was actually supposed to finish 19th in team placement.
Wow.
And I got the other one.
I don't know much. Yeah.
OJ against the L.A. County Department of Justice.
All right,
the L.A. people of power.
All right, let me check with Roy Hamptons on this one because his dad was a judge. Did your dad follow the trial much as a spectator?
Yeah, he followed it.
Now, the fact that O.J. had the good lawyers against normal county prosecutors, who did your dad think was going to take that one right off the bat?
He thought that O.J. was totally guilty, and he thought he was going to go down for it. But then all those technicalities.
He thought he effed up.
Yeah.
The thing that happened is when O.J.'s people brought in the Nobel Prize winner to say that this lab is a cluster F, the same guy who invented the stuff that they were trying to pin on O.J. Here comes in, Jesus Christ, you can make mayonnaise in this lab. So hideous.
Yeah, my dad, he hated the trial, though. He thought it was just the worst judicial...
The worst judge?
In history.
Does he hate Judge Ito?
Yeah, he hates him, because he figured, Ito was just in it for the to be a celebrity.
I heard that from a lot of people, that Ito was constantly trying to work that situation.
Yeah, it was he hated the trial completely, and he said he wishes he had the trial, because he would have just put O.J. down so easily.
Nice.
Please, I wish it was mine.
That's good to know.
There would be no justice. It would be like old war.
Would he shove Judge Ito really hard if he saw him? Like at a judge's convention?
Hey, John, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, John.
Hey, Ron and Fez.
Yeah, buddy.
Didn't Joe Frazier beat Ali back in the day there?
Yeah, and Frazier was...
and Ali come back and kicked his ass, right?
Twice, but...
that was a big upset.
No, not at all. Actually, Frazier was picked in the first fight.
Really?
The one that he did win. The second one, I think Frazier was picked. Third one, those fights were very, very close.
Down goes Frazier! Down goes Frazier!
A much bigger upset was Muhammad Ali beating George Foreman. Nobody saw that one coming.
That's right. The mummy, he was calling him.
Yeah. All right, thanks a lot. That was the guy that I brought up was Carrie Mullis. Carrie Mullis was a Nobel Prize winner I brought in that time, Fuzzy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go to Rich. Rich, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Rich.
What if?
Hey, buddy.
What I?
All right, I got one for you.
Yeah.
George Bush over Al Gore.
Actually, Bush was ahead almost the entire time leading up until maybe that last week.
Yeah, there was. If you went by the polls, there was Gore had the surge after the Democratic convention.
Right.
And then Bush worked his way back up. But then if you looked at all those so-called college experts, most of those had Gore winning. And they were trying to give out the percentage points.
Yeah, that was there at the end, though, right?
When they were using those models, they all had Gore winning.
Gore did win the popular vote, too.
Yeah, Gore did. So, actually, yeah, Gore did win the election when you really think about it.
The upset is that the guy that won the election isn't in the White House.
And that we're still mad at the guy who's not even in there anymore. Look who it is. It's our buddy Dan from Hoboken. Hi, Dan.
Hey, Dan from Hoboken. Congratulations.
Danny.
What happened to Danny? All right.
You know what my upset now? I'm upset with him. Here's Felix. Felix, you're on the Fez. How you doing, buddy? Hey, Felix.
How you doing, buddy? 12-7-71 checking in.
Look who you feel.
A couple of years ago, the U.S. women's soccer team, when they won it all. Remember?
Uh-huh.
Was that an upset, or were they supposed to win that year?
Well, from what I understood, they weren't supposed to even make it that far. They were supposed to have lost the game before that, and they made it all the way there.
They certainly had a lot of promotion.
Yeah, I don't know if that was an upset or not. I don't know much about it.
All right, I got one key one for you then.
Yeah.
How about Billy Staples against alcohol? You think he'll be able to beat it?
Billy drinks around the house.
I gotta tell you this, Fuzzy. The way he's treating me lately, I don't care one way or the other. That's between him and his own thing.
That's sad.
That's okay. I got other friends. I'm sure he's got other friends.
I'm your friend.
And in the meantime, I blame it all on Rory. But I don't need that every day in the office to hear him acting like I'm picking on him.
Right, yeah.
If I even give him the slightest bit of constructive criticism, it's taken the wrong way. Forget it. Forget it. Dan from Hoboken, there you are, buddy.
What's up, boys? Speaking of upsets.
That's right, you pulled it off.
Got to go with the Pats. 14 points is way too much.
And you're the best bets champion. Congratulations,
Bro,
Dan.
you won the
My
season.
life's complete.
You know, not only did you win the season, but if we would have taken out those college bets where
that killed me.
Where I had the big surge and you went down, nobody would have been close to you, and I probably would have finished last in pro betting.
And pro, I was 9-2 in the playoffs.
Yeah, I know.
And I won, of course, $0 because I didn't bet anything for real, but
Right.
figures.
That's always the way. Now,
Yeah.
did Al Dukes leave a big gay message on your answer machine congratulating you?
His big gay heart.
Yeah, I blocked his number, so good, taking care of that.
The uncomfortability. Let's play that.
Oh, God.
Let's play this.
This
is this why you wouldn't show up?
No, actually.
Where the hell are
really.
you? Bus station?
I'm sorry, the train thing's going off here.
Oh, okay. This
Yeah,
is a
sorry, I'm at the train
situation
station.
from last Friday. Al wanted, for some reason, Dan from Hoboken to come in for the big piercing party and tried to talk sexy to Dan.
Hey, Dan, it's Al over at Ron and Fez. I sent you an email. Ron wanted me to invite you and Gina up tonight just because you haven't been up in a while, he said. Hadn't seen you. We're going to be doing the piercings thing. You know, this doesn't mean you got to get a piercing, but I hope it's not a gay thing. But I'm looking forward to seeing guys get their penises shattered. All right, give a buzz in the office. There.
End of message. Hope it's not a gay thing.
I just want to know what that long sigh was. That
I think
like,
that's
what
when
was
he ran
doing?
his back. That's when he hit his batch.
That was the fifth of 5 very short pumps.
That's rough. Just when I'm on a high from winning the best bet, just bring me right back down again.
All right, buddy.
Okay, guys.
See you later, my friend.
Later, bro.
Thanks, Dan. Dan from Hoboken, the best bets champion this year.
It's here's Nick. Nick, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Nick.
Hey, boys, what's going on?
What can we do for you?
I actually called a few days ago. I was the one that suggested that Kurt Warner pay off his wife and get a hotter one instead of the one with that mullet that he has right now.
He's lucky to keep her. Hey, did you notice her face didn't pop up through the whole Super Bowl?
Yeah, where's Big Bird?
Oh, which was a good thing because I had the Rams yesterday and they made me sick. So if I would have seen her, I think I would have definitely lost it.
I had those bastards too.
I like the owner of the Patriots. After the winning field goal, he kissed another man and shoved his wife.
But actually, you know what's great about that, guys, is that Parcells got there, took him to the Super Bowl, couldn't win it, then he leaves, and then they actually win the Super Bowl. I just think it's so ironic. But I wanted to give you my great upset. 1985 college basketball. Patrick Ewing in Georgetown, they were the #1 team in all the nation, and they went against tiny Villanova University in the championship game. And I remember watching it because Villanova played the perfect game. I mean, they must have shot about 80% from the field. And then they just went nuts, and there was nothing better than seeing the look on Patrick Ewing and John Thompson's face after the game.
You know, that Villanova team, that always reminded me of that Hoosiers movie.
Yep, absolutely.
Because that Hoosiers movie is fake. But that Villanova team, I mean, who expected that to happen?
Exactly. They're a small school in Pennsylvania. I mean, you know, going against Georgetown, who had all, you know, the talent in America. I mean, Patrick Ewing was an All-American, and basically they went out there and just beat the pants off him. It was just great to watch.
All right, thanks, man. See, that's a good one.
Right. I always love an upset in that tournament, like Gonzaga is always knocking someone off. Every year, no, it can't be considered an upset anymore because they do it every year.
Right, every year it's the big Gonzaga moment. We all end up saying, all right, where should I bet on them?
Take them in your tournament, only so far.
All right, Fezzy, guess who sent this? Crash Holly beat Hardcore Holly to become the IC champion.
Oh, let's see. I would say Allie Dudley.
Allie Dudley, yeah.
Wrestling expert.
Joe Poo, what's up with you and Allie Dudley?
What's going on there?
Oh, we're just good pals.
After you embarrassed yourself in front of her family?
Yeah. Well, there was other turning points in that relationship.
Like what?
Well, a little while back, the last Lights Out party we had, I was walking her out, and she was a little drunk. And she screamed at me and made a scene in front of 57th Street, how she's never coming up here again.
What did you do wrong?
Well, she went home so late, and she kind of blamed me for it. And she's telling me, now I'm going to go on the train, and I might get raped, and it's all your fault. And I had flashbacks of an ex-girlfriend, and that was kind of a turning point.
Who got raped on the train?
No.
Hey, Fez, didn't you say that you saw a picture from the last party, and in the background, Allie Dudley was screaming at Joe Poo?
It was very funny. It was a picture of Hawk moderating Twister, and if you look down the hallway in the shot, there's Allie Dudley giving an earful to Joe Poo. And Joe just trying to walk away.
Now, Joe, you're saying the only reason why that this happened is because she was late leaving.
Well, yeah, that's why she yelled at me.
Nothing that you did, right?
I don't believe so. She just yelled a lot and it reminded me of ex-girlfriends, and I kind of get a little shell-shocked.
By ex-girlfriend, do you mean your mother?
Yes.
Someone screaming at you all the time?
Yes.
All right, I only say this. Allie wrote that he is too young and retarded.
Whatever.
You can't deny that you're young and retarded.
If you were older and retarded, maybe then something would happen.
All right, let me ask Rory. Rory, you hang out with Allie.
Yeah.
Who's more responsible for this relationship not working out, Joe Poo or Allie?
I'd have to say Joe Poo.
Why? Because he's young and retarded? What has he done?
He just wasn't trying too hard or anything.
That is the problem with you, Joe.
Right.
You weren't trying at all.
Kind of just let it go.
Look at the cat calling the kettle black.
What? He's got his own thing.
The cat?
We're talking about you now.
The cat calling the kettle black?
The pot.
The Bayonne
It's
term.
the pot calls the kettle black.
Well, a cat could call a pot black, too.
Yes, anything...
Cat can't talk.
All right, I got the proverb wrong. Let's just move on.
By the way, GVAC wants to know if he can get Allie's number.
G-Vac's a dog, and Joe Poo is young and retarded.
Joe, what base are we talking with you?
With Allie?
Yeah.
Oh,
You
I don't know.
four-bag it?
What?
You four-bag it? How did you do?
I did well.
Wow.
Well, I don't want to, I don't want to brag and sound like an ass.
All right, we're not going to do that.
You're already an ass.
Just tell us, basically, if you had to do bases, how did you do?
Well, I smacked one out of the park.
Wow.
Now, from what I understand, that part has a really short porch, Fezzy. A lot.
Yeah, we're not talking the big green monster here or anything.
A lot of balls to get out of that park.
It's Coors Field.
Would be an easy out anywhere else. All right, so it's over, Joe?
It's done?
Well, yeah, she kind of called up here Friday and tried hooking up with the Rev, who was here to get
Yeah, that guy was nice.
Oh, Into Darkness, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, here's
Cool.
your, I guess, ex-girlfriend, Allie, who's also friends with Fezmi. Allie.
Hey, Allie.
I was never the girlfriend to begin with. I think we should clear that up.
You know what?
Allie Dudley.
Let me say this. Who tried to talk both of you out of it? Me and Fez. We know it was a nightmare.
Look, I will just say this, that when you meet people, I'm going to quote Carrie Bradshaw from Sex and the City, dating is like clothes shopping. You got to try them on to see if they fit.
Terry Bradshaw's on Sex and the City?
Carrie Bradshaw.
Oh.
And I think, I tried Joe Poo on and it just didn't fit. And that's okay.
Would you say when you tried him on it was a little loose?
No, I wouldn't say that at all.
All right, now he says he smacked one out of the park. I'm not going to ask you, Allie, because you're a friend.
Right.
I'm not even going to comment on that.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
But, seriously, Joe, why are you sitting there telling... I made a scene on 57th.
Yeah, why did you do that? Why were you screaming at him?
I don't... I drank a little bit that night, but I think I would remember if I was, quote-unquote, making a scene on 57th
No, you had a mental breakdown in front of a taxi cab.
I do have photo footage of it starting in here.
Well, what was I doing in the photo?
Screaming in Joe's face.
It looks like you were just straightening him out to me.
Well, he needs to be straightened out. He has, he has issues, and whatever his issues are, that,
All right, let me ask you this.
If I, freaked him out and remind him of his ex-girlfriend,
right.
Get over it, dude.
Yeah, grow up a little bit, Joe.
Well, that is my problem. I didn't know we were going to make this a whole issue here.
I know. But whatever. I don't want to make it an issue. I think Joe's cool, and I still want to remain his friend and hang out with you guys.
Does that mean he gets to have sex with you still?
No.
If Allie quits coming up here because of Joe Poo and hanging out with us because of Joe Poo, Joe, you're out on the street.
Again?
Yeah.
You'll
be fired again.
Everyone thinks it's my fault because I'm the immature one. But there was a lot of things here.
All right, what did she do that was immature?
Well, she was always yelling at me for no reason and saying I'm not affectionate and I never invited her to do anything. She never asked me to come out to Long Island.
Yes, I did.
So I never brought it up.
I understand that she, from what you told me, she's partying at Rory's house more than you were ever comfortable with.
No, I was fine with it.
Yeah. But didn't you even say that you thought that she hooked up with one of Rory's roommates?
Well, here's the deal. Like I was saying, when I was telling you about how you don't ever ask me to do anything, I just don't think that, is it my place? If you're dating somebody, I think that it's kind of the guy's place to say, hey, do you want to go out on a date or whatever?
She's old-fashioned, so she gives it up.
But here's the thing, Allie. If you're hooking up with one of the roommates of a guy that he works with, that's weird.
Why is that weird? And who says I'm hooking up?
Oh, well, he was just under that feeling.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you were very flirtatious, and you went out of your way to tell me you went on a date with a cop, which I think was kind of odd.
Oh, my God. I never went out on a date with a cop. You know what? I'm going to have
We've had plenty here for you to choose from.
I'm going to have my friend Marcus call in, because he is a cop, and I've known him for like 15 years. Since I was like 10 years old, I've known him.
Ew. That's
gross.
And it's not like we're hooking up.
Here's what you said to me.
Now she's calling the police.
I'm going to call the cops on you, man.
You said you went out with a cop friend the other night. This was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I said to you, a date. And you go, ha, 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 absolutely not.
Right.
Like leaning towards the fact that, I was out on a date.
This is so stupid. I totally don't want to have this argument with you right now.
All right, now wait a minute. Didn't you say that this guy actually wanted to mace Joe?
Well,
the way
he heard
treated
what
you?
Joe was saying about how he would, beat on women and he would, do all this stuff. And he just didn't agree with that. He's like, that's not right. Why would he say something like that?
Did I ever hit you?
Huh?
Did I ever hit you?
Please. We hung out, like, how many times? No, you never hit me.
So if I was a loose cannon, I would have been smacking you around, but I didn't.
It's not like we were like this serious, we're in love in this serious relationship that...
Oh, you guys kind of acted... You acted lovey-dovey around us.
Right.
Most of the people who were in here said those two are really crazy about each other.
Yeah, well,
and I heard that from a lot of the girls that come and do our show. You guys can't act like you didn't like each other. You did.
No, I did. I still do like Joe. It's not like I have any different feelings for him. He's still cool.
Is it a
and
sexual
I like
thing
him,
that
but
didn't work out?
It didn't work out. I mean, I don't understand why that just can't be the final thing. It just didn't work out. It's not.
Maybe,
it's not
you know, Fez, maybe I'm wrong, but
red
maybe.
in the face right now, I swear.
Maybe Allie shouldn't come around anymore if it's going to get Joe so crazy and ruin his work.
Joe, you're going to be fired.
If Joe is bothered, I will stop hanging out. I will stop coming by.
I never said that.
I'm just saying, though, if you're going to be bothered or anything like that,
You're coming off that way, Joe, like you're bothered.
Let me tell you something. You're the one that's been emailing Ronnie telling him how we ended things amicably.
When did I ever talk to you about that, Joe? Ever?
No, that's what she emailed me yesterday.
I told him that because I figured you'd say something to him.
No, I wouldn't.
You told me online last night.
Yeah, because...
Yeah, you told me and Fez, but I don't go back talking to Joe about you.
You told me that. You told Ron.
I was just covering. I didn't want Joe to be upset or mad or anything like that.
Why, did you hook up with somebody last night?
What's that?
You hooked up with somebody last night?
Did I hook up with somebody?
Yeah.
No, I worked last night.
Well, I mean the other
Is that
night.
what you call it?
Let me just ask Rory. Rory, come on over here. Did she or did she not hook up with one of your roommates? That's what Joe worries about.
I don't know anything about that, honestly. What happens in my house happens in my house, and that's all I know.
What would be your educated guess?
If you had to guess, did something happen?
Educated guess, I'd say no.
Don't tell me it's another Jesse situation.
No. No way.
Jesse strikes again.
No.
Now,
Rory,
Alan?
the people that live in Rory's house, like the roommates that live there, are really cool guys. They're cool dudes. They're fun to be around. They're fun to hang around. It doesn't mean because I hang out with guys, I'm going to be hooking up with everybody.
And that's embarrassing, Joe, that you worry about that.
Wait, no, because Joe, seriously, Joe, this has to do with your issues. You think like all women are sluts, and so
you do,
if I'm
Joe.
hanging out with guys, I must be sleeping with them. I mean, I'm a woman.
Right.
So I must be spreading my legs for everybody.
And those guys got money.
Why can't you see her as a person and not just another whore?
I think I did, but every conversation she would bring up, hey, I was talking to my best friend who happens to be a guy. He is so great. He is so cool. I do have an ego to upkeep here, and you don't have every 5 minutes to talk about another guy.
You think you dress better? You know how many girlfriends I have? 2.
Never talk about them.
Darlene is one of them, and I have another one that lives in Florida. I don't have any girlfriends up here.
Aw.
No, it's okay, because I like hanging out with guys better. Because I have more
you can
fun
bang
with guys.
them.
You know, a lot of girls that I know don't like to go to Ranger games and don't like to go to wrestling. Those are the kinds of things that I like to do. Sorry, that's just how I am.
You know what she did?
You should hang out with Trish Stratus.
I should hang out with Trish Stratus.
2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Rory calls me up.
All drunked up?
No, he was sober.
Really?
He says,
Weird.
you just talked to Allie? I said, no, I didn't. He goes, oh, she called me up and invited me to a Ranger game.
All right.
No.
So another relationship.
So Rory started that problem.
No, it's not his fault.
You know what, Allie? I'm going to say this on your side. The other night when you were out, I think you went to the Seven Dust show, something like that.
Right.
You called after we were done with the show. You called in the office.
I called Joe's phone.
You called Rory's phone first, and then you called Joe's.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, they're right next to each other. I remember that.
And Joe made a comment about it.
Joe was furious and says,
See, that's
I wonder whose D she's sipping.
That's the thing, is that it has, like, why are you so sensitive about that? Like, to me, it's so not a big deal.
All right, let me ask you this, because a lot of people that are jealous like this, Fez.
He's so jealous. Like, you really, really have issues that you need to
Let me
totally
ask you
deal
this. Have you been, let's say, only with Allie?
No. What do you mean? Over this period?
Yeah, over this period.
Ew.
Over the time that you and her started dating. Have you dated anybody else?
But if you did, that's okay.
All right, so why are you paranoid about who she's with if you're out enjoying yourself, Joe?
Well, I didn't say I was doing anything, and I never bring up different girls all the time.
Whatever.
See, here's the thing. I mean,
this is like
why wouldn't you invite me to a Ranger game?
retarded.
Why wouldn't you say, Joe, you want to go to a Ranger game? I know you're a Ranger fan. Let me invite Rory, who never talks about hockey.
No.
Well, Rory's the handsome Rory Hampton.
No,
Everybody
right.
loves handsome
And
Rory.
plus, Rory's roommates play hockey, and they like hockey too.
Oh, who's the roommate? Is this the one he was jealous about?
I don't know. I don't know which one he's jealous about. He has 3 roommates.
Which one was it, Joe, that you think she was with?
This is kind of new to me. I wasn't sure of it, but, you know, I kind of trusted her, but...
Trusted me? Joe, it's not like we were like this serious commit. Oh, my God, I'm getting so mad right now. Like, you needed to trust. We were dating. It wasn't a serious relationship. I don't understand where that got
You're right,
lost
but
in the mix.
you actually tried spiting me in certain ways.
Spiting you?
Yeah, like last night when you dropped this on me, you're like, well, I told Ron we were going to remain friends.
Well, I think it was obvious.
And then here you go. Oh, by the way, I'm going out to see the Rev on Friday in his band. What is that?
I mean, what's wrong with...
Why tell me? Why tell me?
Why can't I tell you? Why can't I say, hey, this is what I'm going to go do? Because then, you know what? When you hear from somebody else, oh, Allie went to go see the Rev, you'd be like, oh, that bitch, she didn't tell me she was doing that.
Never said
That's a good
sounds just
impression.
like them.
You nailed that.
I'm serious. I mean, I'm totally about being open and honest and whatever, so I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. Why should I hide it from you?
No, it's just the way you went about it. We never
You're
discussed...
a freak and you have way too many issues.
We never discussed being friends. That never came up.
You don't want to be friends with her?
I won't be your
No,
friend.
I said I'd be friends, but she made up a conversation that we never had.
Joe, you'll be fired.
Obviously, this meant a little more to you than it did to me, unfortunately. And
you know what?
if you're going to be like this and do all this on the air and be, oh, I did this and I did that, then fine.
That's true.
I'll stop coming around. I'll stop hanging with Ron.
You'll be out of a job, Joe.
All right, here's the thing that is
Sure,
strange.
my friend's longer than you, by the way. I might want to just add that in there.
Now I feel like
Good
we're
point.
losing Allie as a friend.
I know. And Allie, we've known longer than Joe Poo. A lot longer.
I don't think I made this an issue. I never emailed Ron and said, oh, Allie's acting strange.
Why is that?
Do you care?
And
Yes.
Opie's known Allie longer than any of us. That's his baby sister, and you're going to be in so much trouble.
I take it that you're somewhat embarrassed by that, Joe, but I didn't come to you saying, oh, well, Allie tells me that she's having problems with you.
But I don't know why anyone's talking about it. I wasn't talking about it with anyone. I didn't see it as a big problem. I figured we hung out.
But
Whatever.
obviously it is, because if it bothers you that I called Rory's phone first, you made an issue out of that, and how I made a scene on whatever street.
Here's what seems like you're upset about.
57.
That she's been friends with Fez and I for a while, and now she's friends with Rory now, and we're all buddies with you, Joe. Although some of us hold your careers in the palm of our hands.
And and with
like nickels and dimes.
In like Rory's defense, I think Rory's a cool guy. Rory only lives like 25 minutes from my house. And
Yeah, but that's a party house.
And plus, I don't know, I don't have a lot of friends. I live on Long Island. I don't know many people out here. So I know Rory, and like his buddies go out to bars that are around.
All right, Allie,
here.
let me just say this, though, so that you can understand where this is coming from. That house of Rory's is practically called bangbust.com. I mean, Rory always makes it a point to tell us any woman who goes in there is going to get, at the very least, double donged.
Well, not me.
If not triple. And I don't even know how they do that.
Not I, said the fly.
Hey, speaking of which,
Spy report.
did the NWO show up yet on wrestling?
I don't know, because I don't have...
Cable?
No, I have cable, but I don't get TNN.
All right. I know we got to move along. Sal wants to add something to the situation. Hey, Sal, you're on Ron and Fez. Hi, Sal.
Pooh.
Hello.
Trying to make you jealous. Dying her sister or her mother or something like that. You could fix her that way.
Yeah, that's a real nice comment there, buddy.
Let me tell you something, Joe. I don't want you going near her sister or her mom. I saw the way you were with her sister, and you weren't being very flirtatious there. You were acting like a deaf mute.
Well, they were whispering about me earlier in the night.
Oh, Allie, we have to hear this every night off the air.
Wait a minute. You really are a paranoid freak of nature.
He did say that they were whispering about him, and that's why he acted like that.
When were they whispering about you? Because you know what? I was there the whole time, and I don't remember them whispering.
Joe, this is physically draining.
No, it's because he's retarded. He needs to get on the short bus and just go. He thinks he's so paranoid. He thinks everybody's talking about him, and people are, he's so, untrustworthy, and, oh.
Let me ask you this, Joe.
Trustworthy.
Oh.
When did they,
sponge.
When did they, actually start and whisper about you?
Yeah, tell
right
her
when they came up here.
Tell her when, and then maybe she'll know.
I walked out during the commercial break. I have no problem with your family, but I walked out and everybody huddled up like it was a football game and started talking and pointing.
How did you know? And they were talking about you?
And where was I during this?
You were in the pile.
God.
Maybe they were saying, there's the boy I like.
Right.
There's the boy I've been dating. What's wrong with that?
Look how cute he is, and the hat 2 sizes too big.
This really is physically draining.
Do you think he really is paranoid
He really
freak of
is.
nature?
And retarded. I have a lot. I'm very busy at work. I've got a lot going on.
You're just signing that new band, too, from the other night.
Yeah.
The Revs band.
Yeah,
Into Darkness.
But it's just, like, I don't even have time. This is, like, why I love to be single, because when you're single, you don't have to deal with this bull crap. You
Right.
Let me tell you something. You do what you want. You don't have to tell anybody where you're going, why you're going there, and, when you're going. You just go, and you don't have to deal with, reporting back to somebody. And, apparently, I guess because I met Joe and we dated, or we were seeing each other, or whatever you want to call it, we were definitely not in any way, shape, or form a serious relationship. But I guess dating now consists of reporting back to that person and whatnot. And that's not what I'm about. And that's probably why I enjoy being single so much, because I just kind of come and go as I please. So this is just physically draining. And, if it's going to be, like I said, if it's going to be a problem, I'll stop coming around. I'll stop calling Rory so that you won't get, bothered that I'm calling your friends.
Joe, you're going to be so out of work.
And I'll stop hanging out.
Rory, you want her to stop calling you?
What?
I mean, I don't want to he has to be on your show and
no,
has
he
to
doesn't.
be in top, shape to do whatever it is that he does there. And I certainly don't want to come and interfere and be like, oh, I don't want to, have him think, oh, she's looking at me right now. I can tell she's looking or she's pointing at me.
But you said I'm crazy. You're making it all about you. Why do you have to keep saying, oh, maybe I shouldn't come around? You said this four times in the conversation.
Because I'm doing it for your benefit, Joe.
I don't need anything done for my benefit. You want to bring you up here, bring Satan, bring everybody you want, gather around me. Satan.
Satan?
Who's Satan?
He's a new wrestler.
Is that what you call her niece?
All right.
All right, well,
this thing all ended bad. It's sad, Fuzzy.
It really is sad.
Yeah, it's so sad because, we were just, I guess I'm just not seeing the whole picture. As far as I was concerned, we were just dating, and it wasn't a serious thing. And it was one of those things where you can take it or leave it. And I chose, and obviously Joe chose to leave it because
I don't know if
I'm
Joe
too much
did.
for him, and I remind him of his ex-girlfriend too much, and he's just not exactly what I'm looking for. And why am I going to waste his time if he could go out and meet another girl that might be, somebody that he's looking for, and I can go out and meet another guy that might be somebody that I'm looking for. But why waste each other's time?
Allie, you still got to hang out around here.
I'll hang out, though. We'll see. I mean, obviously, Joe needs some time. And
here's what I'm asking, Joe. Where and when are you going to meet another girl that you're going to get along with?
Exactly. When is this going to happen?
I don't know, Gwen.
Allie, we got to go to break, honey.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry for, airing all my,
You guys want to talk off the air?
complaints.
We'll pay for the call.
Yeah, I don't care.
Sure.
All right. We'll put Allie Dudley on hold. Thank you, Allie Dudley.
All right, hold on real quick, Fez. Here's the spy report, and we got to go to break.
Spy report. Spy report.
Hey, Josh, you're on Ron and Fez?
What up, guys?
Hey, you got a spy report for us?
Yeah, Nash, Hall, and Hogan are the first of the three to make an appearance.
They showed up at the WWF?
They showed up on screen.
All right, so they haven't showed up in the arena yet?
Not in the arena, but on screen when Vince and Flair were going at it.
Oh, all right. That's not what we're talking about, then.
No,
We'll be right back. You're listening to the Ron and Fez Show.
Ron and Fez, 102.7 WNEW.
Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends?
All right,
we're Ron and Fez.
We had words during the break here, Fezzy, between Rory and Joe.
Right.
Fezzy stepped in between with that. I want this stuff to end now. Rory, let me just...
Because I'm not going to give up the show to it, Ronnie.
Yeah. What did Joe ask you that had you all upset about your home?
Exactly.
You're saying you don't know what goes on in your own home.
Right. And he wants to know what's going on in your home.
Right. And I said I have no idea what goes on in my house.
And a lot of us don't believe that.
I swear to you.
Why are you saying to him, Joe, I keep that separate? Separate from what?
Separate from work and separate, my house is...
You don't keep it separate from work because you have your work friends at your home all the time. You brought Billy there
and rolled him for poker money.
Let your friends take him for money. You brought Joe there. You had Joe's girlfriend there.
Yeah.
So Joe is asking you a question.
I really don't know anything, seriously. I mean, she's been over a couple of times, and sometimes I'm not even there, so I wouldn't even know.
Oh, God. Well, then why is your face so red? Joe, what do you think, honestly?
I know this guy for a while, and he's got that smile. His eyes are getting big, like he knows something, but not everything.
I really don't know anything.
But you know if she's been there or not.
Right. I know when she comes over, and we hang out, and we have a good time and stuff, and that's pretty much
Did
it.
you guys talk off the air, you and Allie? Joe?
No, I didn't get a chance.
What do you mean you didn't get a chance? So you're yelling at, you got time to yell at Rory?
She was on hold throughout that whole commercial break.
All right, let me just ask you think Rory's lying?
I don't know how much of it is lying, but I think he knows something he doesn't want to give up because it'll make a little bit of trouble.
All right, let me just say goodbye to Allie. Allie, I'm sorry that Joe did not come over and talk to you.
Allie Dudley.
She's mad.
Joe, you might be cleaning out your locker tonight.
I don't even have a locker.
That'll make it easier.
All right, let's just drop this thing. I tell you, I remember when this whole thing started up. I said, I don't want anything to mess with the show. Look what's happening. You're costing Fez his friend.
Right.
Did you even get her birthday present? Fez gets her 2 presents. You got her nothing, right?
Well, we weren't really like that. That was the whole thing. And I have
you were going out. You were dating.
You're the cheapest man alive.
No, it was just seeing, and I'd like to make a point that I didn't bring this whole issue out on the table. She did.
What's that got to do with getting someone a birthday gift?
She just kept, it was the whole thing. She kept yelling and giving me ultimatums.
What kind of ultimatums?
Ultimatums.
Remember the last time we had this conversation on the air?
Yeah.
She, I called her that night because I felt bad about what happened.
Right.
She's like, well, if you didn't call me tonight, I was just never going to talk to you again. Jeez. And now she made a whole thing. I mean, she IM'd me the other day saying, well, you haven't called me in a day, so I just want to put an end to this. And
did you take her out for her birthday?
We went out that night. I mean, I didn't go out the next day.
You mean the night when her family was here?
Yeah.
Ronnie, I will say this because as a gentleman, I was embarrassed. We went out across the street to the Hard Rock Cafe for drinks after the show for Allie's birthday. Her sister and her niece were here. Guess who picked up the tab?
No.
The sister.
I offered.
No.
I had my wallet out.
They were throwing money back at me because I didn't want
that. You know me better than that. I've bought drinks for a whole bunch of people while we're hanging out.
He's bought drinks.
Who picked up the tab?
She did, but she wouldn't take money.
I am cringing.
I'm not cheap like that. I have picked up the tab a few times.
But I just said, did you take her out for her birthday? And you said, yeah, that night. I know what happened that night.
And, here's the other thing. You were begging those guys to go with you to the Hard Rock. I told them, it's a family situation. You two guys don't even belong there.
I'm not a very good conversational person. I keep to myself.
You are with us. You don't shut the hell up around here.
That's for sure.
It's a different thing.
So many people lie. Like this Rory's lying. I don't know what goes on. He's a gossip.
Mm-hmm.
Until we found out Jesse or somebody's up to something. Joe doesn't shut up until it's time for a bit of maturity.
Then nothing. How about when Allie said he was retarded and just needs to leave on the short bus?
Creative.
That's good.
Well, looks like that's the end of that one.
Great.
Every time I turn around, people are writing in, why every night on your show is it a goddamn soap opera? That's a good point. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with these people. I wish I did.
We're going to need a lot more organ music.
I'll say we do this, Fezzy. We stop the damn bonding. Enough of you people being able to hang out together and talk about your personal lives and drink.
The bonding has now led to unbonding. Disbonding.
All right. Here's some of the people that are writing in. Fox says, I think Rory's friends ran the train.
Wow.
And Rory knows it. That's from Box. Bobby says Rory's lying. That rich faggot needs to come clean right now. His loyalty to the show is in doubt.
Wow. I know that's something that Rory takes personally. Were you part of a train?
No, I wasn't part of any train.
I swear, if you know something, you could tell me. I'm not going to be mad. I mean, it's all out on the table now anyway. I don't think it matters.
I swear to you that I really don't know anything.
All right, I believe you.
I would tell you. I would. If I knew something, I would tell you.
You have to admit it is a little strange.
Of course it's strange.
I mean, why would she come over to your house when you're not there?
Because she made friends with my roommates.
It just seems strange to me.
Let me ask you this, Roy.
What's up?
If you had to pick between your roommates and Joe in the show, who do you pick?
Joe in the show, definitely. Without a doubt.
That means no more trains.
That's easy.
All right, I gotta blame. I gotta believe him, Fezzy.
Yeah,
I believe him. Whatever happened here, Joe, would happen. It's in the past. All right, let's just forget about it and move on. Can we do that? Can we go on and have a show?
Love to.
I want the rest of the show to be great. Fezzy.
All right.
I want to be professional and great. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
We have 6 minutes left.
Alex, you're on Run of Fez.
Hi, Alec.
Yeah.
Go ahead, buddy.
All right, I got some motivational words for Joe. From the great poet Snoop Doggy Dogg. We don't love them hoes. Remember that, Joe? See ya.
Thank you, Snoop Dogg.
All right, why are you putting your hand in the air there, Hawk? Do you somehow enjoy the Snoop?
A little bit.
All right, Pantera just wrote in. Rory offered to show me tapes. Rory, this one I believe you.
Wow. I'm sure that whole house is wired for sound and audio and film.
Fezzy, let's just move on. We're going to make the rest of the show great.
All right.
No more of this crap, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Pete, you're on Run of Fez. How you doing, Pete?
You got 5 minutes.
Hi,
Pete.
What's going on?
Yeah.
What's going on, guys?
What can we do for you, Pete?
We're doing a show now.
Man, I
We're
love
gonna make
the
the rest-
show, but you guys put me to sleep here with all this soul pepper.
Soul pepper?
Yeah, bro.
What do you mean by soul pepper?
Well, whatever. You know what I mean?
No, we don't know what you mean by soul pepper.
Do you mean salt and pepper? Because they're good.
Come on, guys.
What are you talking about, Pete?
Love the show, but you guys put me to sleep, man.
Pete, we tried to move on and do a professional show.
Come on,
now
you
you're
guys-
going up
you
and
guys are
saying
better than this.
we're doing soul pepper.
Me?
What do you mean by soul pepper?
Soul pepper. Come on, guys.
Soul pepper.
No way, lad.
Soul pepper.
Is this big in old Mexico? Where are you from, Pete? Where's
You
your
put that
background?
on Papas Fritas?
Yeah, South America.
What part of South America?
Ecuador.
Ecuador.
Yep.
I take dumps bigger than that place, Fezzy.
Oh, come on
That
now.
is a small little place, and you
Come
know
on,
it.
it's a great country.
It's not. Is it even a country? Here we would call it a county. How big is Ecuador?
Oh, I don't know. Big enough.
I know you can fly a kite across it. That's not big.
That's their airline, Ronnie.
What do people do for fun in Ecuador, Pete?
Hey, we got big turtles.
You got big what?
Turtles?
Yeah, we got the Galapagos.
The Galapagos.
There you go.
The big turtles, Ronnie.
I don't know what he's talking about.
You could actually ride one across town, across the country, in a half hour. And a turtle is slow. We all know
small.
that.
That's how small the country is. It's not a big country, Fez.
No, They recently had all carpet.
That's not big.
Come on, guys. Give me a good show, right?
What?
The last 2
Compared to
minutes.
what? The Ecuador shows you grew up watching?
Come on, at least the last 2 minutes.
Kino
Give me a good
Radio?
show.
An Ecuador show, Fezzy, a guy named Paco is yelling every time he stubs a toe.
Give me a reason to turn back in tomorrow.
All they play on Ecuador radio is the turtles. That is it.
Hey, man.
Come on, guys.
Who's the biggest star in Ecuador?
The Ecuadors.
Pedro Morales?
No, he died a couple of years ago.
They paved Ecuador and put up a parking lot.
Ooh, pa, 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 pa. Hey, P.
Hey.
This whole, in one big pussy just waiting to be up. See you later, Petey.
All right, guys.
See you, Pete. Adios, amigo.
We got turtles. We got turtles, man.
Sure, we get the turtles.
You want to have the turtles?
First you get the turtles. Then you get the power.
Then you'll get the boost. Hey, Pete, you're on Run Fest.
Hey, Pete.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Joe, I got one word for you. Well, 3 words for you, actually.
Yeah.
Boys before bitches. That's how it goes. Boys before bitches. The hell with all the girls.
Allie's our friend, though.
Right.
Allie is our good friend.
She was one of the boys before she was one of Joe's yachts.
I pick Allie over Joe, Fez.
I pick Allie over Joe. I've said it all along.
Rory?
Well, if, Allie's your friend, I got to pick Allie over Joe, too.
Well, you already picked your roommates over Joe.
No, I picked Joe over my roommates.
When are you going to grow up, Joe? When are you going to grow up?
When is this going to happen?
Tell me,
where and when?
Gwen is not a possibility.
I don't know what he's talking about.
What the hell does that mean?
Mike, you're on Run and Fez.
What's up, guys?
Yeah.
Give me the ultimate see
Hey, Harvey.
Hey, Harvey.
Hello.
Yeah.
What can we do for you, Harvey?
Take it easy, Clarky. Where's this Lara Croft, this Lisa Lara Croft? Why isn't she on your show? I'd like to see her on the radio show.
We don't know much about Lisa. We know that she says she wants to fight at the Night of Fights. I hope it all works out. Hey, Rich.
Hey, guys, I got the titles, too.
You got I got the titles, man.
You got the titles.
We got to get out of here, folks. Thanks a lot. I had that Monday feeling, Fez. I'm not going to lie to you.
Oh, yeah.
The show, hopefully, it started here. As the week progresses, it gets better and better.
It could only get better.
Till finally on Friday, we end up with a lights out party and everybody's happy.
There you go. That's all we working for.
When are we having the
lights out
next
party?
When are we having the next lights out party?
Probably Friday.
Smart.
Wow.
Smart ass.
877-692-1027. I don't need to give you that anymore. We're running Fez. Back tomorrow
Easy, Clocky.
at 7 o'clock, right after Opie and Anthony.